Hi there, it's your second favorite DP right here, okay? No, that's Deadpool, you silly little Hufflepuff. Anyways, I'm gonna need you to shut up that pretty little mouth of yours and pay attention because the show's about to start, alright? And, I don't know about you, but I know who's my vote for sexiest ex-soldier turned pop culture show host. Alright, enough foreplay, let's get on with the show.
Every week's an epic feat. They shed light on what's the trend. When will the madness ever end? From movies to the latest shows, you never know how far they'll go. Come aboard and take the ride. Let's uncover what's inside. Warriors of the night, here to fight. Pop culture explosions in the spotlight. Tune in for laughter and some cheers. Legends rising.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Today is February 18, 2025. This is episode 194 Pop Culture Warrior. It's the show where I stay up to date on all the ins and outs of what's happening in pop culture so you don't have to. I'm CQ. For those of you that are new here, I'm CQ. I'm the Pop Culture Warrior. And joining me right now is the man, the myth, the legend, He's the man in the bubble. He's the Marine with the mandible, ladies and gentlemen. The esteemed Mad Mike.
Welcome to my show. Thanks for joining,
I'm just the
CQ. I
opening act.
appreciate it. I appreciate you announcing.
Just the host of the announcer and the host or whatever. This is all about you. Here, hold on. Let me pull in my camera here. There we go. Come in. I want my people nice and tight. Welcome. We're back. The dynamic duo are back in action. Now, you weren't here last week.
Batman and Superman. Wait.
It was like Wonder Woman and Spider-Man.
What?
It's like Elmo and Ernie. Like, wait, what? As already people are already hitting us right out the gate. You weren't here, Mike, last week, and I know you don't watch the show when you're not on it. So
No.
there was a comment that we talk too much Marvel, okay? And so I made a proclamation last week.
You talk too much Marvel. I don't fucking talk about Marvel. I talk about all kinds of shit.
I made a proclamation. I said, you know what? We won't talk about Marvel.
We're gonna only talk about Marvel.
We're only talking about Marvel.
That's all we fucking got. There's only one thing for the whole show. We got 2 hours.
I will say that we'll touch on Captain America. It's the movie that just came out this past weekend. We'll touch on it just a little bit. But outside of that, we're gonna let it go. Let it go. Let it go. we're gonna let it go. But quick, hey everybody, how you doing? I see you, Ed. I see you, Billy. What's up? Sports Bars in the house. Ton, Spanky, Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones is in the house. Hey, Jessica Jones, how you doing? Stephanie Ortega. Need an update on the moving stuff, Doge, and the IRS stuff. You came to the wrong place.
Yeah, that ain't us, player.
That ain't us. You're in the wrong place. We talk the nerdy shit. And yes, Billy, no Marvel talk. Angry Elf, no Marvel talk. Billy wants to know, do you still have all of your body parts? Mostly?
Yeah.
Mostly.
Do.
How you doing, man?
Got an osteomyelitis. So it's infection in my foot and my bones. Science for bone infection.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's got
I got
6
an infection
weeks
in
of
my bones,
antibiotics. Yeah. So now I got 3 balls.
Hey, no showing medical devices on camera. That's
it's not. It's a ball.
It's a ball. Hey, Charles. Hey, Scott. How y'all doing? Scott says, finally, the real host returns. Yes. You know what? That's it. Show's canceled. Everybody, go home. Show's canceled. I refuse to take this anymore. No. I refuse. How dare you? Although, I will say this. Real talk for a moment. If we can be real for a moment. Something I excuse me. On Friday we had FTX, which if you missed it, we played Hello Kitty. Phenomenal.
You finally did that.
Believe it or not, we actually had a lot of fun. It was actually quite an enjoyable game. Once we got over the hump of like learning it, we actually had a lot of fun. Hey, King Smith in the house, Captain Wayne, what's up, guys? So one of the things we talked about, and this is a real deal. I had this kind of epiphany, and I said I could see a time in the future where I hand this show off, and I think you and Angry Elf would be great hosts to do Pop Culture Warrior full time, and I would take more of a producer role. Doing a lot of the background stuff, right? Making sure you have guests, making sure, we're doing the convention coverages, making sure merch, designing stuff and releasing stuff and just doing a lot of the admin stuff, a lot of the stuff in the background. I love doing this show. It's my favorite thing to do. But at the same time, like, you know, I like doing other things too, and I only have so much time in the week, you know, and yeah. So anyway, nothing soon, nothing coming up. I was just waxing philosophical, and just you know, I've been like I you know designing the hats and the new shirts and you know doing these like I've been trying to work these brand deal stuff so that we can get you know really cool stuff to give out and do all these different things. Which the new table is on the way. It's en route. I'm so excited. I'm so fucking excited. It's just days away. So very excited for that. And yeah, you know, we got a lot of there are things that we haven't publicly talked about yet that are kind of falling into place, and there will be other really cool opportunities of things to do. I can't really talk about it yet, but there'll be there are very cool opportunities for other things in the future. So yes, that's that. You guys are funny. You guys are funny in the chats. Shots. No balls versus versus no balls. Oh, I get it. I get it. Because you said
Yeah,
you
that
have three
you
balls
won't leave.
versus I have no balls. I got it. I got it. I get the you know the messaging wasn't great. Angry Elf says, "Would I get a share of the Patreon money?" No, no. That goes to
All $6 still goes to his pocket.
Yup. Just I get one a $5 foot long a month in
Yeah.
that's $5 $5 foot long. All right. So real quick, I know we said no Marvel talk. Let's do a quick 5 minute Marvel catch up. What did you see Captain America Brave New World?
I did.
What were your thoughts?
Ah, damn it. Fucking hate Facebook. Um I wasn't a fan. Not by any means. I was fucking like it was a weird like
Mhm.
soap opera type. I was like, am I tripping ball? Like, what is in this thing? Is it fucking dope in this shit? Like, what the fuck's going on? It was so bad. Like,
You would have enjoyed it way
I
more if it
wanted
was.
it to be good, but it was so fucking bad. Like, it was just so bad. Like, Anthony Mackie, I'm sure he's a nice guy or whatever, but he can't hold a fucking movie on his own to save his life. The acting, like Harrison Ford and fucking Sebastian Stan, who had like a 30-second clip in the movie, were like the best actors in the whole fucking thing. Everyone else was just terrible. They were like, oh, it was like you could tell it's like the first fucking movie or whatever. I don't know, but it was bad. And then even the fight sequences, they were like in so slow motion. I'm like, what is he sick? Like when they film this, like why is it so like? It's like watch WWE does a better job. Like I don't know, they were like slow motion. I was like, I don't know, this is fucking stupid. Like speed it up. Um,
The Mad Review. I gotta make a thing like Mad Mike's reviews. The Mad Review.
Yeah,
Uh,
I had high hopes, and I was like, oh, we're gonna go somewhere with this. It's gonna be good, and I don't know. I couldn't get over how badly everything was put together, and it just seemed like it was filmed weird. I don't know. Was this the guy's first fucking movie he ever directed, or what?
it was his first MCU movie. That I know for sure. I don't know if it was his first movie ever. I think he's done stuff before. And we got Angry Elf, co-host extraordinaire, gave it a 4.5 out of 10. And then you got the actual King Smith, who we know gives like this is a guy who calls the Fast and Furious franchise a 10 out of 10, and he gives it a 7 out of 10. So, you know, that says a lot. That says a lot. Hey Adam, how you doing
I
on
give it
YouTube? How you
like a
doing, bud?
four.
It look, I'm a little bit higher on it than you are. Um I'll put it this way. It was better than I thought it would be. I I had very low expectations. It was better than I thought it would be. I do feel Anthony Mackie did the best he could. Like as Captain America in this movie, he did the best He could. Um, I disagree with you in that I think Harrison Ford, I, he shouldn't be acting anymore. He
He
shouldn't be acting.
shouldn't.
Like,
He needs money though. He keeps
I,
crashing his planes and shit and other planes.
to me, he sucked the life for me out of every scene he was in, and it made me exhausted just watching him like act. Um,
I
the
kept
action
waiting for
scenes.
him to be like, "Get off my plane!"
Get his damn ears off my plane. Um, I what I was reading is obviously they did extensive reshoots. They did about 21 days of reshoots, which most of the movies
Intense.
now are shot in like 60 days. So it's almost like basically reshooting half the movie. There was a whole like Serpent Society subplot that was removed. Um, Originally, Red Hulk was like supposed to die, like because that was a whole thing that was filmed. The funeral scene and everything that got scrapped.
Really?
Yeah, that got scrapped. And then like the addition of Giancarlo Esposito. The
Yeah,
weirdest
he
thing,
was like too old too. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I don't know, Sidewinder. Is he an old guy? I don't. Was it
no,
an old character?
no, he's really not.
Okay, I'm like, the fuck, dude. Anthony Mackie's like 40 years old, and this guy's fucking almost 70. It's like he would have kicked him one time, and the guys would have shattered his fucking hip. And
Yeah,
he was even slow too. And I fucking love what's his Giancarlo, but it's like, dude, come on.
the other you know what, of all the things, you know what bothered me probably the worst, which is what makes me a different kind of nerd than everybody else. What the fuck did they do to the leader? Like his whole, like I get it, like he's experimented on and he's deformed and defigured and all that. But in the comics, right? He's got a big head and he's green. Like that's his thing. In initial storyboard art and visuals and pre-riz, because remember, this is a movie that was supposed to come out a year ago, so a lot of like stuff leaked. In the original stuff, he looked more like the leader. Like he just had a slightly bigger head. He was a tint of green, but he had hair and like he looked like the leader. He had the goatee, and obviously, and it's so for me again, a guy who knows movies, every time we see the leader in this movie, it's a one shot. It's him on screen by himself, or it's like a superimposed with like the back of somebody's head. But it's clear that all of that was reshoots. Like they
Right.
reshot the whole thing to make him more grotesque and ugly and whatever. Um, and I don't know, man. I
Yeah,
saw
they made
initial
him.
concept of him and it looked good in my opinion, but maybe it didn't translate to the screen well. I don't know, but it was
I
just
thought that was
weird.
stupid too. He looked like another character. I can't fucking remember who it was.
Yeah,
I think that same guy played him or someone that looks like him.
it
Anyways,
was weird. Whole thing was weird, but
fuck, I
anyway.
forgot what I was gonna say now. God damn it.
And the
Oh
Kingsmith
yeah,
says, "Go ahead."
they were talking about releasing him, and it's like, how the fuck are you gonna get released with your fucked up head like that? Like, where the fuck are you gonna go? You
I
can't be
think
seen
people
in
with fucked up
public like
heads,
that.
they're
You better
allowed.
get Instacart, player. Better
Ugly
bring
people
in
are allowed
IT
to
and we're
exist.
ordering Instacart and
Oh
fucking
my
Grubhub
god.
every day.
You're horrible. Horrible. Like ugly people are allowed to exist in public, just
They
FYI.
stay in the basement where you stay. Give them a bunch of toys and keep them in the fucking basement.
Give him a podcast. He can host a pop culture podcast.
Yeah. That's
Oh
why you
god.
never take your hat off. You got the same
That's not,
fucked
it's
up
all the
head.
brainy matter that comes off,
Yeah.
Actual Kingsman said it was the 4'8", 95 pound Black Widow that was something that took him out of the movie.
Right? That could
Uh
barely walk too. Like I fucking can't walk either, but I'm like, this fucking crippled bitch ain't fucking beating nobody's ass.
she's good. Like she definitely looked like she has some type of iron deficiency, or I don't know,
Right?
that little widow girl
It
didn't.
was like the baddest dude was the fucking old fucking Captain America and the
Yeah,
whole fucking movie,
pretty
and he was
much.
only in it the first part. That was the other thing. It's like I keep talking about it because the fucking guy has no powers. It's like in the first part, the first fight he gets in, he breaks his ribs, and then it's like Then he barely beats fucking Giancarlo Esposito, and
Mm-hmm.
then he's fighting a fucking Hulk. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's a
Yeah,
fucking terrible character. It's a stupid DEI fucking character. They need to just get rid of it and move on. Give that shit to Bucky, or just give us fucking Thunderbolts. Should have left it with the. That's what I was telling my wife. I was like, this should be a Disney Plus fucking movie. I shouldn't
yeah,
have to pay $100 to go see this shit.
yeah, yeah. It's true.
And then
Um,
they use the was it the Eternals?
mhm.
And it's
The
like they
Celestial,
fucking
yeah,
left that movie open and they never addressed that shit. Like the fucking ended, nobody knows where they went, and they just disappear and they leave that shit in the ocean. Like you could have wrapped that shit up somehow. Like, hey, by
it's
the
the size
way,
of an island, you know.
because nobody could see him. Remember? Like I don't know, but nobody fucking remembers that movie. 'Cause nobody liked it, but like people couldn't see him and shit. The whole battle was like invisible, basically, if I
Yeah,
remember right.
you
It's like
don't.
now all of a sudden everyone sees the fucking Galactus in the ocean, like just because they want to bring fucking Wolverine to the thing, which they fucking jerked our dicks off and didn't let us come on that one.
Oh man, we're gonna move right along. On
Where we
that
got? We
note,
have
we're
nothing
gonna
else to
move
talk
right along.
about.
No, so yeah, so there you go. Marvel talk over. Other than that, Daredevil's
They're
coming out.
wondering if it's gonna even make its money back.
I think it breaks even.
It's at
It had
100, I think, right? Or yesterday.
it had a good opening weekend. It made 200 globally. So even if over the next 2 weeks it makes like another 100, um, it'll at least break even, I think. But it,
185 was the production.
yeah. So
I don't know what
I,
the reshoot cost them.
yeah, you got to figure whatever production costs is like half. You add half back to it for marketing. Is typically what the average is. So you figure in the
But
250 range, they break even. But needless to say,
and then the
I'm
after
still hyped
credits
for
scene was fucking
yeah.
disappointing.
Uh,
I was like, they could have did Weapon X. Like fucking guy could have escaped from the thing or whatever. They could even did Striker, some
yeah.
shit.
I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. It's like I said, it's better than I thought it was gonna be, but it did leave a lot to be desired. I am looking forward to Thunderbolts. I really, really, really
That's
believe.
gonna be the good one. Yeah.
Really believe Thunderbolts is gonna be good. The Superman movie, the Fantastic Four is trending really positive. So there's that. And other than that, for Marvel news, Daredevil comes out soon, which is what, like March 2nd or something like that. So that's soon. And
Oh, did you watch did you ever talk I don't know. The Spider-Man cartoon that's out?
Spider-Man cartoon, yeah, man. I thought,
Friendly Neighborhood.
yeah,
I
Friendly
liked it.
Neighborhood Spider-Man is really good, really good. I've
I was
enjoyed it.
surprisingly I thought it was gonna be like the other one that came out.
Yeah, it's different.
It's
It mixes things up in a nice way.
yeah,
Uh,
it's cool, different take on it, and it's pretty well done too. It's kind of like a mix between the movie and the old
yeah,
style cartoons. The what was the fuck Spider-Verse movie kind of
yeah.
deal.
It's very comic book style. It's almost, it looks hand animated style. But no, it's really good. But enough Marvel talk. We did the Marvel talk. I made a promise. I'm gonna stick to it. So what do you guys want to talk about? So what do you guys want to talk about?
So you
Just real
see
cold
the
lately.
Superman preview?
Really, really cold lately. There's
Yeah,
lot of
it's hot as
snow.
fuck here.
A lot of
79.
snow where we're at. No, we were talking about the Umbrella Academy is coming back, which is nice.
The comic
The
books.
comic book. The series,
Gerard
man.
Way
I
is writing.
really liked the TV series right up until that last season. It's like it felt like they didn't know what to do, and I didn't like the way it ended. I didn't like the way they wrapped up the stories. I didn't like.
I didn't finish it. I was on the season prior, which I still didn't finish.
eh,
Or maybe I did, but I didn't watch the last season because you said it sucked. So I was like, I'm not
it,
gonna
it
waste my
was
time.
it was disappointing. Like there was an interesting start to it, and then it felt like they started it really good, and then they were like, "Hey, by the way, you're canceled, so make sure you wrap up everything." And it just goes, and it just
Yeah, Figures.
Immediately just garbage. Did not like it. The ending was one of the worst ways to wrap up a show. You know the whole like cliche in the final moment, it never happened. It was all a dream. Like
Oh my god,
that's not
really?
exactly what happened, but it's very similar in that vein.
That's such a fucking cop out.
I hate it. I hate it so fucking much. The only time I've ever liked that was when it was done as kind of a farce at the end of Breaking Bad. They shot
Mm.
an alternate ending. It was a joke ending. It was only like on the DVD Blu-ray or whatever, where Walter White wakes up and it's Hal from Malcolm in the Middle, and he and
Okay.
he, ta- and he go to leads his wife, and she's like, "What, Hal?" He's like, "I had the craziest dream. I was a drug dealer. I was selling crystal
I
meth."
think I saw
And,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's like, "Just go back to bed." He's like, He's like, "I'm the one
yeah.
who knocks."
That would have been the fucking excellent.
Yeah.
Everyone would have fucking loved that shit.
Yes. Hey Phil, how's it going? It's
Um,
65. That's how the
I've been
original
watching.
Roseanne ended. She woke up on the couch. Yeah, I fucking hate when shows do that. Because what you're telling me is I got all invested into this thing, and well, fuck you, because none of it ever happened. Like
Right.
it's what? What? Come on now. Um, anyway,
Terrible.
Kaz says this looks like the actual King Smith studio. Yeah, yeah, I bet it does. I bet
He
it
rents
does
it.
because this is Studio C. I rent out the studio. Man, from a business standpoint, anybody out there knows like business? Because I was like, there should be a way where I turn this studio into like an actual rentable studio that I then rent to myself for a profit. Like, is there a way to do that? I feel like there would be a way to do that. You know what I mean? So I can like write it off of my taxes because like it's a business that I'm renting. So I'm making
You
money,
have to.
but the money goes back to
No.
me and it's tax free. I don't know, something.
You have to
Something.
make money for that to work. You're
Well, yeah.
missing a big factor there. You can't write it off if you don't make any money.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
You do
We're
like a
not going to talk. We
nonprofit.
Phil, we missed it. We just talked about the new Captain America. Isn't there a new Walking Dead spinoff? There's probably like 12
I'm
new
sure
Walking
there
Dead
is.
spinoffs. There, there are spinoffs of the spinoffs at this point. But yeah, so Umbrella Academy, the book is coming back, which is awesome because I love the book. Gerard Way did a that's
It's
one of
good. He's
those.
a good writer.
It's such a good. I love when you can take something like superheroes, but tell it to us in a new and interesting way. You know, Invincible did it. Uh, uh, Obviously, like Walking Dead did it for like the zombies genre. I think these guys did it. The Boys,
The
right?
Boys, yeah.
Give us give us a
Watchmen
new
was
take.
like the
Watchmen,
original.
yeah, Watchmen was another one. And it's not always about being like gritty, dark, and like gruesome and all that. Because even Invincible, for the most part, you take out the whole subplot of the Viltrumites and whatever. You take all that out, it's a very uplifting, positive, like shiny, yeah, superheroes are awesome kind of thing. But yeah, I love that stuff. I love when they can give us a new take on something. Um, the actual King says he's done more streams in 2025 at this location than CQS.
Yeah, that's true.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair
That's
enough.
fucking funny.
Business licensing and merch, yeah. Yeah. Hey Keith, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? You need an LLC in your wife's name. Sign a check to her that's in a joint account between both of you for that to work. See, this is the stuff I need. This is the stuff I claim 1099 status, and you can itemize it on your taxes. Thank you, man. Yeah, slide in my DMs, man. Who's got the? I need that
Tweet,
barracks lawyer. You know what I mean?
de-
You need the barracks lawyer
dear
guy.
Elon Musk, look into pop culture warrior. Sorry, just had to do a quick
Doge.gov.
tweet. Just had to do a quick tweet real quick.
Hey, man, I'm not costing the government money, just my fans.
Oh, no IRS to fucking catch you anyway, so
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, I saw an article that Simu Liu is working to bring Sleeping Dogs to the big screen. For those of you that don't know,
Oh, yeah.
Sleeping Dogs was this awesome game. I know I played it because it was on like Xbox Game Pass. It's a I don't even know how to describe it. It's like detective game, but it all like if you took like GTA, mixed it with like LA Noir, mixed it with like what's like a good fighting beat 'em up, almost like the Batman Arkham series. Like you mix all these elements together, and it's just this. It's an open world where you're like a cop, but you have to go undercover in like the Chinese mafia and the yakuza, and so he's trying to take them down from the inside. And dude, it was an awesome
That's the one where you
game.
like hack the fucking traffic lights and shit.
No, that's Watch Dogs. You're thinking of Watch Dogs.
Watched on.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
this was much more Asian influence. This was much more like kung fu. That was more like hacking computers and stuff like that. But it was a really good game, and I was actually surprised that they haven't done like a sequel because it's a really good game. Um, and so he's looking to bring that to the big screen, which I think would be awesome. I think it's a great story. Yeah, see, Insomniac says, yeah, Sleeping Dogs was awesome. Whoa, the Asian game triad. Yeah. Let's see. What else you got? Insomniac says, I'm really hoping Henry Cavill in Warhammer 40K is good. I really hope it's a grimdark action packed and masculine as hell. Modern cinema, yeah, man, I can't talk today. Modern cinema
Cinema.
has lost stoicism these days. Big word, stoicism.
Fucking, I can use Chat GPT too, man.
Look who learned how to Google. Captain Mate says, I like the
Well,
shows
I
or
fucking hope he
movies.
doesn't ruin Highlander. That's coming way before the fucking
Yeah,
Warhammer is
yeah.
still on the. He's still trying to, grope some balls to get that thing made.
Yep. Captain Wayne said, I like the shows or movies where they figure out their own superpowers, but still have to deal with everyday life. Yeah, exactly. The old street level,
Like
you know,
fucking, what was the
heroes.
best one? Unbreakable. Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
M. Night Shyamalan.
yeah. I mean, there were things about that movie I did not like, but on the
It's a
but
fucking great movie.
but on the whole, it was very good, very well done. Well, and then what they did with the trilogy thing was just that was an abomination. What they ruined
Yeah.
what was something really good. Let's see. Yeah, it sounds like a nicer version of Kurt Russell in Big Trouble in Little China. Very similar. Very similar. Very similar. Phil says, "Do you think Metal Gear Solid Delta will be pushed back again, or that'll actually come out in August like planned?" I think it's coming out in August. I think they're actually gonna come out. So that's something that's gonna happen for
Will it
sure. For
work
sure.
right? Probably not, but it'll be out.
I mean,
Like, get your shit out of here. Let's move on.
it's a
We'll
remake
fix it
of
in post.
an already available game. I mean, it's
uh,
can't be that broken.
they could just have the AI do it.
Yeah, exactly. No, I know a couple of the voice actors that have been worked on that obviously years ago at this point, but yeah, they're excited for it to come out. So
Subtle
we'll see.
brags.
Humble brag, humble
Humble brag,
humble
whatever.
brag.
Need a little fucking graphic.
Oh man, what else you got? Rumors of a Stephen King Dark Tower series.
They did it. It was terrible. Idris
Yeah,
Elba and
that was
Matthew
with
McConaughey.
McConaughey
Yeah, it
with
was
Matt.
fucking shit.
Yeah, yeah, maybe
Even
they
the
did it
books,
right.
like it got stupid after a while. Even in the books, and then yeah, he's a weird fucking dude.
Oh yeah, I've heard about. Okay, it's telling me it says Common Side Effects is the most recent show I've seen. It's been really, and I mean really freaking good. HBO Adult Swim, same guys who did King of the Hill, and it's extremely real. Yeah, man, I've seen a lot about it, and I've heard a lot of good things. I want to check it out, but I haven't gotten a chance to yet. But Common Side
What's it
Effects,
called?
that's
Common Sense.
yeah, Common Side Effects is supposed to be really good. It's very like Adult Swim style of like that weird animation
Oh
storytelling.
yeah, I saw that on
Yeah. Let's see.
there.
Yes, of course. So
We've been watching that Paradise on Hulu. That's pretty good.
Paradise. Which one's that one?
It's with Sterling K. Brown from This Is Us and
Right,
James
right, 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 right,
Marsden,
right, right, right.
Cyclops. They're basically Marsden's the president and Sterling K. Brown is his Secret Service agent,
Right,
and
and he
the world
dies, and
ends.
he's the main suspect because he was the one that found him or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah,
but the key is they're like the world ends and they're in like a mountain thing. It's pretty fucking. It's like
the
a
world ends.
yeah, it's like a
Jesus.
murder mystery Truman Show type deal.
So wait a minute. It, I get the president's murdered, and that's a big deal. But I feel like we really overshot the world ends.
Well,
I
I
feel
just
like
fucking
that would.
spoiled like episode 2 of the fucking thing if nobody watched it. Yeah, the first episode, you're like, oh, cool, because they didn't say that they were in a fucking town in a mountain. It's
Right.
just like, oh, he's murdered.
So
And
the
I'm like,
world has
well,
already ended, is what you're saying.
yeah,
Because the way you
it's
made it sound was like he gets killed, he gets framed, then the
well,
world ends, and
yeah.
you're
If
just
you
like,
he
what
fuck
the
you
fuck?
kill fucking Cyclops, the X-Men's over, the world
Yeah, the
fucking
world
ends.
ends. No, but okay, now I get it. So the world has ended. We don't know that,
Nope.
and then
You
this
think
all
he's
picks
just
up, and there's a
murdered
murder and all
like
that
in
stuff. Okay,
normal or whatever,
gotcha, gotcha,
and
gotcha,
it
gotcha.
turns out spoiler, they're in a town in a mountain or whatever because global warming fucking melted everything or some. They haven't said what happened, but there
Classic,
was a
classic
natural
spoiler.
disaster of sorts, and they're all 25,000 people are in this mountain town that this Elon Musk lady, it's a lady, but it's basically Elon Musk, fucking built and picked everyone to go in there.
Keith said, "Well, I guess I don't have to watch it now."
Spoil, yeah, you can see it unfold.
Got him.
Got
Uh,
him.
that's funny.
Oh man,
No,
but
yeah,
that's
like
pretty good.
what I've been watching lately.
And Resident
Uh,
Alien's back, but I'm still not
Resident
up to the
Alien.
new
It's a good
season.
show. It's a good show. No, the stuff I've been watching lately, like I caught up on the second season of Silo, which I love a good, um,
I haven't heard
like
that. I haven't watched it yet, but I heard
oh
it was
man,
good.
it's good. It anything that's like a post-apocalyptic, like I don't know why, but I have this thing for like
Holy
you know,
fuck, are they in a mountain too? And the fucking
they're in a
president,
silo.
vice president gets killed.
No, but the mayor does.
Right.
The mayor of the silo, which is kind of like the president of the silo. So
It's
it's
like
crazy.
fucking
It's crazy how this stuff.
what's
Um,
the other one with the bunkers? Fucking Fallout.
yes,
It's
they
like
got the ball.
someone's
There's a
murdering people
guy
in Fallout.
murdered in that one
It's a
too.
fucking theme here. God
There's a
damn it.
trend. There's a trend happening in Hollywood. It's all about bunkers and getting murdered. No kidding. I feel like post-apocalyptic is where we're kind of headed, man. It's gonna be reality shows
Every
soon enough.
network has their own,
Yeah.
apparently.
No, I like Silo. I love like the post-apocalyptic where where that part of it is just the backdrop. It's why I felt like something like Walking Dead worked so well for so long is because like yes, it's post-apocalyptic, but like that's just the backdrop, right? It's the drama that's unfolding. It's the way these characters interact. That's why I like Silo. That's why I like Fallout. A lot of that stuff is just set dressing, and it's really about the characters and the stories and the relationships and things like that. That's what I find fascinating. Severance second season is out right now. They're about a third of the way into it, almost half of the way into it.
Oh, Severance, that's the
Oh
one.
man,
That's I can't
so
remember
good.
that guy with the slick back hair. I can't
Adam
remember.
Scott. Adam Scott.
Yeah, that's the one I heard. I keep confusing because they're similar letters.
Yes.
And
It's
spelling isn't on my forte.
no kidding. No, again, any of the shows that really fuck with their head and like, it's a mystery and you're trying to figure out like what's the thing. I love that stuff. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. And, I've always hated things like Lost, where it's like,
Yeah.
we're just going to throw a mystery and a mystery and a mystery and a mystery. And it's there, there are no clues to figure things out because it's like they don't know what the fuck. Like we're like, I don't
No,
know. We're just throw more shit out there.
fucking with you to fuck with you
Yeah, and so
until
like
we get canceled.
shows like Severance are so well thought out that like you can piece things together and then be like, I knew it because this and this and this and it's all connected and everything has the little hints and things, and it's really fucking good. It's really 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 well done. All the people behind it did a fucking amazing job. Why does CQ look like a Smurf? I just that's
It's because you're
just
wearing all blue and you got like a blue light on you.
yes, I have the blue filter on. Was planning on watching it, but thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
All caught up now. There you go.
I only gave away 2 episodes. There's like 6 out.
Let's see. Captain Wayne says blink twice. Wasn't too bad. I watched that earlier. Blink twice. I don't know that one.
It's I think a horror movie. It's with Channing Tatum's, I believe.
With the Tatums. Ooh.
Yeah,
There
if
should
I'm
be a
not mistaken.
cyberpunk movie with Keanu or a Perfect Dark movie if they stay true. Perfect Dark, man. That's a franchise that like fucking just faded away into nothingness. That was a really good series. What was the other
Isn't that
one?
on PlayStation?
That was no Nintendo 64 had the first Perfect
64.
Dark and then Perfect Dark Zero.
Mm,
That was like
Why?
it was like future James Bond is what it was. It was actually
Yeah.
it was if you took James Bond with like Tomb Raider and set it in the future. That's what that game was. The Speaking of dark, we've gotten a million Resident Evils. We've gotten a million of like all these horror franchises. Who remembers? Was it Alone in the Dark? I think was what it was called. That was such a good horror series. It came out at the same time as Silent Hill, original
Mm,
Resident Evils. Like it was in that. It was in that like late '90s, I think. But like those were the big three. It was like Silent Hill, Resident Evil, and then Alone in the Dark or something like that. Alone in the Dark, I think it was what it was called.
I think that's what it was called. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Because Afraid
man,
of the Dark was like fucking the
there's
Nickelodeon
the
shit.
for who's afraid of the dark.
Yeah.
There's like the teenager goosebumps, like a mid or older
Yeah.
goosebumps.
It was,
Bring back Dino Crisis. Oh my god, who remembers Dino Crisis? Fuck it. What was it? Turok. Bring back Turok.
Rock.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. All right, now we're just dating ourselves now.
They were
Uh
gonna do a movie on Turok, I think, and thankfully it got fucking
thank
canned.
yeah, that was what a bad idea. It turned into that movie with what's the Adam fuck. The Marine that
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about. 65 million or something like that was the
yeah.
it's like a future dinosaur movie somehow. Like I don't
I
know.
wanted to check that out.
Yeah, well, it's
The
free
plot
now.
twist was given away in the fucking trailer, though.
Yeah. But yeah, that there's your Turok movie.
Yeah.
Future guy in the past.
Or what they did it with Will Ferrell too. Was it Land Before Time? I don't know,
Land
whatever.
Before Time. Oh my god,
Time.
dude! Now we're just this is just good. This is gonna be this episode's gonna be called Member Berries.
Did you
You
see
remember? You
the
remember?
Jurassic Park trailer?
Yes. I don't know.
I
I
like
don't
him.
know.
I like him. I'm gonna watch it, but it's like the same stuff over and over.
I
It's
mean,
basically the Lost World.
yeah. How do you?
I can
l-
protect you.
Let's
It's like,
take a
okay, Black
moment.
Widow.
How do you do a modern twist of Jurassic Park? You know what I mean? Like, how do you?
You already did it with the one with Star Lord.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the Jurassic World, like that was a whole. But we've done it. It's like if you said, "Hey, we're gonna make a new Jaws, Jaws Reborn," and it's like,
They did it with
what
Deep Blue Sea, which is fucking phenomenal.
I'll never forgive them for eating Samuel L. Jackson.
These motherfucking sharks
These
ain't gonna eat my
in my
ass.
goddamn
Bam.
ocean. No. Let's see about
But yeah, it's like
siphon
nothing
filter.
original. It's like she's taking them to the island. They're all gonna get killed. She'll probably
Yeah,
live with the
she'll
nerdy
live,
guy.
and
It's
yeah.
the Lost World all over again.
Maybe later. Ubisoft needs to sell the Tom Clancy license so they won't have an input. Otherwise, they'll screw it up. True. I remember they're making a new Need for Speed Most Wanted, or the game probably the Need for Speed
They
franchise will
keep
never
coming
go
out with them
away.
and nobody knows.
Yeah, nobody.
It's just reskinning is all it is.
I think Turok turned into Prey. Probably. There's a lot. There's a lot.
So Prey was good.
Prey. Prey was good. These member berries taste like member berries. That's right. This isn't. Isn't Jurassic Park and Jurassic World modern? It's set in the time period. Yeah, I mean, you know what I meant. I meant like a fresh, like, how do we make a fresh, do a fresh take on Jurassic Park is what I meant. Not set in modern, because yes, it's set in the modern age, but
Can't
uh,
you, this they did it already.
how about a Division series? I
I think they thought they were gonna do one, weren't they? And then they
well,
just combined them or something.
so there was so with the Division, there was this idea that
Gyllenhaal wanted to do it or whatever.
when they released part two, the video game, they wanted to do this kind of like side series, like almost like a web series where it would have new episodes. And they even shot like four promos, um, where it was like, you know, you see a paramedic and you see a firefighter, and then they got like the thing goes bloop, bloop, and they get activated and whatever. Um, it just never kind of materialized. It never went anywhere. But that was the initial thought, was that there was going to be kind of an interconnected series along with the game. The only other time they did that, I don't know if you remember the game Quantum Realm that had fucking Iceman in it, Sean Astor or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
It was like a time travel kind of video game, and they were going to release weekly episodes when it came out, or they did release weekly episodes when it came out, and then like you would vote in real time, and then that would affect like what happens in the show, which then would affect what happens in the game. It was a really
Mm.
trippy concept, but that all only impacts if everyone is collectively doing it together at the same time. Otherwise, it doesn't really do
Yeah,
anything.
you have to give multiple choice
Yeah.
answers for those, because otherwise you're gonna get weird. I'm gonna comment some weird shit opposite everyone else.
But yeah, that's what it was. It was like, should he go left or should he go right? But
Go
the
up the
point,
middle.
but he should just jag off in the corner.
Yeah, like we got a lot of stuff we can't put out there.
But my point is like, what happens when you're the guy who finds the game 3 years later? Like you're not part of that collective anymore.
Oh
Like
yeah, that's true. And
it's
you're like, what
all,
the fuck? This is stupid.
yeah. It's just weird choices that were made for, and you don't know what happened.
It's like if you play the Telltale games and the answers are I'm like
Yes,
playing your fucking moves or whatever, and it's like
exactly,
this is stupid.
exactly. Edward says, I just want a new Ace Combat game. Yeah, seriously. How is it we can get a new fucking Call of Duty every year, but Ace Combat? I still want a fight night. Give me a good old fashioned fight night round four. I mean, a good, like, the UFC games are great and all, but like give me a good boxing sim, where you
Oh, they
can
should have did
really
you could have brought back Mike Tyson. He had that fight. That was a perfect time to do,
Mike
punch
Tyson's
out.
Punch Out,
Yeah.
a modern
You
take.
could have him with his butt cheeks out as a sellable skin. That would have been fucking
Ex-
awesome.
Except this time he's the first boss because he's the easiest person to fight.
Yeah.
It's
I want
just,
to knock you out. And the
you
last
just
guy is,
leave your controller down, and eventually he just gets tired and falls over. Yeah,
oh
you're like,
no, like
eh.
you play Jake Paul at the end and you lose. Take take the money and
Oh man. Let's
pretend like you don't know
see.
how to box. But no, the division, Jake Gyllenhaal was trying to get a movie made of it, but I guess
Yeah,
it didn't go anywhere, or
yeah,
it could be in the works. It just takes them 20 years to get stuff approved. I don't know.
yeah. You know how it is. How did they fail on a Halo TV show? Because they didn't follow any of the Halo lore. That's
Yeah,
how.
easily.
Yeah,
Same thing. They use the DC and the Sony fucking shit.
yeah, yeah.
Just
They
blueprint.
they they followed the Sony blueprint. Just
Yeah.
take a thing that's been mentioned once, and just fucking
Create
throw shit
whatever
at
the
it.
fuck you want
Yeah,
with it.
do shit with it.
It's like, oh,
Yeah,
let's come up. Well, let's have a political news channel. We'll call it Pop Culture Warrior.
yeah. It'll be all about Bitcoin and crypto.
Yeah, like what the fuck? That's what they're doing basically.
It's
It's so stupid.
ridiculous. They wanted a live action like what Halo and Ghost Recon did. Yeah, 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 yeah. I like the mini Ghost Recon movie. Yeah, that was a good one. Billy Bunting, that was good, but also before Ubisoft went down the drain. Bring back SSX. You know,
That
I
was
don't.
the snowboarding one, wasn't it? Or was
Yes,
that the skate?
SSX was the snowboarding, the tricky. That was
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
crazy. It was like the Tony Hawk of
The
snowboarding.
snow, yeah.
So here's what I think. I feel like there are a few different categories of games that were super popular. Think like Rock Band, that the musical gaming stuff. I go back further. That's when you get like the SSX, like snowboarding games, and all that were very, very popular. I don't think they would be popular today. Look at
We got to
Rock
look at
Band
what
tried to
was
come back
going
out.
on, and
Yeah,
nothing's going on. We had that was when like fucking X Games came out.
yeah,
You had Sean
yeah.
White and shit tearing up the fucking powder, and you had Tony Hawk shredding up the streets. You
Hmm.
got shit going on now.
I mean, I don't know. I just think that
Everyone sits in there. You can have a game where you talk shit on the fucking internet. Like
call it trolls.
it's all anyone fucking does these
Yeah.
days.
Well, I mean, look at what happened. Rock Band tried to release a new one, right? They're like, "Hey, Rock Band's coming out." Flopped. Uh Tony Hawk remastered 1 and 2 flopped.
Flopped.
You know, like a lot of these games that are coming off of like really I just feel like they were super successful in their time, but it was like like everybody
Dude,
has like
I
an emo
just thought of the
phase.
best. You know what would be a fucking excellent game right now?
Yes.
It fits with everything going on. Fucking Tom Clancy's Ice. And you fucking kick down doors of Mexicans. And you gotta fucking get them back across the border and
Oh God.
shit.
I'm not going to comment. The views and opinions expressed by Mad Mike are in no way the views and opinions by
You give
GMT
another
Nation
one.
Radio
Like,
and Pop
just
Culture
make
Warrior.
up fucking stories and put them out on the
Oh
fucking
God.
CNN and shit.
Let's see. Take the character, rewrite literally everything else, so it's easy. Yeah, yeah, yep, exactly. The fuck it mentality is why I haven't watched the last Witcher season. Yeah, that's true. BMX Triple X. Oh my god, that was so hardcore. I remember being like a teenager and be like, "This is so fucking rad!" Like, BMX Triple X. Fucking, I did a tail whip and I could see her polygon titties. Like it was so bad. That was one of those games that was trying to like take advantage of that Tony Hawk era while also pushing the edge and like being like, oh, we're fucking hardcore. I'll never forget that, man. It was like you could get into Scores, which was the strip club or whatever it was. Oh
Yeah.
man, that was fucking God. That was different time. Different time, man. You look
Yeah.
back at the shit we played. It's a different time. That Minecraft movie looks terrible. It
Yeah.
looks like nightmare fuel, honestly. Coming from a guy who loves Minecraft and who played
Yeah,
Minecraft
we
all the way back
fucking
in the
played the
beginning
shit out of Minecraft. I
for
still played it. Like my
years.
kid got into it, and I went down a rabbit hole and played it for like a month.
Me and my kid just a couple days ago, we started up a
Yeah.
new server and we've been playing Minecraft, which let me tell you something. I don't appreciate the
That's
way these
why you
kids play
couldn't fucking
Minecraft.
play rivals with me. You're fucking
Fucking
rocking the mine. You're in the mines
yeah,
trying to get
man.
them fucking diamonds.
Dude, let me tell you something. The kids today do not play Minecraft the way God intended. All right, these kids are just
Fucking
frolicking off in the woods.
Creator mode is
Fucking
not how
creator
you play
mode.
it. You do
Yeah, I'm over
survival,
here
and you don't just go
mining
running off in
rocks,
the fucking without supplies because you will die.
just like an adult, man. I'm out there. I'm working the mines. I'm fucking bringing food on the table, and this
Well,
motherfucker's out
first
there
thing, we're like, we need a table and we need
run,
shelter before it gets dark.
running around
Yeah,
chasing
well,
butterflies and shit.
that's what my kid's doing too. Like, oh, there's a fucking bee, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, we're gonna die in
We're
8
gonna starve
hours.
to death.
There's so much work to do.
There's so many things to do. You gotta make money. Those giant gold dick pillars will not build themselves.
We gotta, yeah,
Gotta
we'll fucking
mine.
chase butterflies and bees later when we have this shit to get them.
Oh man. Oh yeah. So, Ed, on your idea, make a Doge game.
You
Like,
find the fraud, and you could do a kicker where you're like really fucking investigating
yeah.
and shit. Like,
Dude, no, you know what? That's one of them Black Mirror episodes where like He's like, "Oh, this game's amazing," and you're just controlling real life.
Yeah, like people are, you're in some dude's computer and you're like, what the fuck? The guy's like, what the fuck? I can't log in.
Dude, I just fired 1,000 employees, and it's on
And this shit's
breaking
on the news, like, bam, Musk fires 1,000 employees. No one knows why.
Oh man.
You gotta lick your butthole if you want your job. I don't know. They got an email said I had to lick my own butthole.
Oh man. Yes.
Oh man.
Let's see. Minecraft movie's gonna be the first.
Yeah, that movie
fully
looks like
animated
shit. Anything with fucking Momoa and Jack Black is gonna be shit. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that right now.
I
There's
mean,
flags. They're present. There's warning signs you can look for, and that's too. Vin Diesel's another one.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart,
And The
The
Rock.
Rock. Yeah. If you mix them all together,
Oh,
it's
man.
definitely really bad. So,
Yes. I mean, I,
unless it's a
again,
commercial with Seal in it. It's a fucking great commercial.
like again, it blows my mind because Minecraft is a $1 billion property, right? And you could go on YouTube and watch hundreds of thousands of fan made Minecraft movies and episodes and episodic content and all this stuff.
And
And
people
it's good
fucking love them.
and
They
it's
all have like 1
entertaining
million
and it's
views.
fun.
Yeah.
Why make this abomination? Dude, Google real quick on your end. Google the Minecraft movie Villagers. Have you seen what they look like?
Oh God.
It
I
is
don't know if I
fucking
want to.
nightmare fuel. It is nightmare fuel. It is like the JP8 of nightmare fuel. It is bad. It is scary.
Oh God. This is real?
And you're telling me kids aren't gonna have fucking nightmares of that shit?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ha.
Oh.
Like is oh god, it's gonna be terrifying. That's some things need to be pixelated and polygons. They don't make that shit 3D real because that's fucking horrifying. And those aren't the
What?
scary things from Minecraft.
No.
They don't take that and then imagine the scary things. Like,
Well, the real villagers looked like they had a dick on them. I always thought it was a dick for a nose. And I was like, that's fucking awesome. I was like, I'd put dicks in a game if I made it too.
I mean,
Well
the
played,
creeper is
sir.
just a walking dick. It's just a walking
Yeah.
great dick. I mean, that's really
That
what it
is what it
is.
is. A cock and balls. It's a fucking
Oh
green,
man.
big green
Oh,
weenie coming at me.
Borderlands. Hey, dude, shut your mouth, Billy. Borderlands was awesome. That's crazy.
I smoked meth, I still wouldn't like Borderlands. Well,
Oh
maybe I would.
man. Johnny Knoxville made a few good ones. You guys are funny. But yeah, no, dude, that Minecraft movie, like, and my kids like, oh, I want to go, and I'm like, dude, I
Wow.
don't think we're
So's
taking you to
mine.
that.
I'm like, we're not gonna. That'll be on Paramount Plus in like a month.
I don't think that's a good
They'll be
idea.
giving it away.
No, I don't think
That's
that's a good idea.
I have a thing where I say that's not $100 movie because that's how much it costs for us to go to the movies, and I'm not paying $100 to see that fucking shit.
Would I pay $100 to see this movie?
No.
Who knows? Maybe I'll get invited to see a preview screening of it, and then I can tell you how bad it is. But I mean,
I don't need to know. I already know from the 2-minute trailer it's gonna be shit.
it's so. Ugh. I mean, I just don't get it. I'm sorry, I can't get over like why make it live action mixed with CGI.
But you're just shitting on it. That's what they're doing. They're shitting on the whole game. It's like
Yeah.
a big joke to them, and they're just seeing how much shit they can piss people off with. It's like not one of those people have ever played the fucking game. I guarantee it.
That's yeah, for sure. You want a good movie? Wait till they make a Fortnite movie. Ugh.
No, it's gonna be Borderlands. Wasn't that basically what Borderlands was?
Pretty much. How's the game Avowed? You know what? I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but it's definitely I'm interested. I'm very interested. I think it's on Game Pass. And I haven't seen the Warcraft movie. Which one? Because there was like the live action CGI one that was like terrible. And then there was like another. I think there was the one they did like in shorts or something like that, which was eh. Uh, pay the $100 to see Minecraft, then write it off on your taxes as a loss and get workers' compensation for your pain and suffering. Yes,
Yeah, right.
yes, yes, yes,
Did
yes,
you have to
yes,
work on
yes.
the movie
I mean, well,
to get
no,
workman's comp?
we're content creators. I think is what he's saying, and we can
Mm.
write it off as part of our work as content creators, and then put in workers' comp for pain and suffering having watched that movie. Uh,
You would just have to pay me though,
yeah, that's true. That's true, and that's not going to happen.
and
I'll
you would
give you
have to pay
half.
yourself.
I'll give you half of what I give you now for workman's comp.
Yeah. So now I'm negative zero.
Now you're negative zero.
Negative
Uh,
zero.
the one that was in
L-
theaters. Yeah, if you're talking about the Warcraft one that was in theaters, it was not good.
Hey, does that shield shoot popcorn out of the bottom of it?
No, this is a real. It was a real
No, I
shield.
just hide it behind it.
I keep my popcorn down here.
It was a great idea. I
It's
just stuff
actually
it in the back.
it's in the Halo. It's in the Halo helmet. This is where I keep my popcorn. It's just a popcorn bucket.
It's a fucking stupid thing.
Yeah, there's so many. I mean, there's so many things.
I saw
So
a
many
thing where it
things.
was like the end of the worst franchise for Marvel or something. I was like, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yep, yep. I
Era.
I think that I don't know, man. I just think there's something needs to change. I think something needs to change in order for us to get back to I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird because it's like how did we have 10 years of Marvel movies that were like for the most
Meh.
part pretty good. For the most part. And then just lose it. Are we getting older? Are we getting more cynical? Are we getting,
No,
you know,
it's the
is it really the
material.
quality? Is it really
Yeah,
the
it's the
quality?
quality in the material. They're just phoning it in to fill it instead of putting in time and effort into it or giving us shit we want, like quality shit. Nobody wanted fucking She-Hulk. Nobody really wanted Eternals. I don't know, the fucking Marvels.
Yeah.
You're giving us this DEI bullshit that I felt like Disney just put out there to try to be woke, and it's like, no, fucking just give us what we want. We don't give a fuck about equal opportunity. Jesus fucking Christ.
Billy makes a good point too. Why are certain video game cinematics better than the actual movies? And it's true. Dude, I'll never forget. And this is
Because they
back when
spend like fucking 10 years making it, and they spend a
yeah,
month making a movie.
that's true. And they spend a lot more money and get good quality guys to do it. No, I remember back to PS3, I was playing Uncharted and I was loving it. Phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. My wife, who not hates, she's just not a fan of video games. She's not a fan. But she would sit with me and watch because she was like, this is better than any movie. Like just
Yeah.
the story, the characters, like yeah, between it was shoot, 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 run, 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 jump, jump, jump. But like the cinematics, I think to like a Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots and all this stuff. Like the the quality of storytelling and a lot of the cutscenes and stuff like that are so well done. And then you like look at like the Uncharted movie and it's like, what have they done to you? What have they
Yeah.
done to you?
Yeah,
I
I did the same thing. I forgot what I was playing. I think it was fuck. It was that PlayStation game that came out the last version of PlayStation. It was really well done. It
The
was
Last
with
of Us. There
no,
was
it was with the guy from Walking Dead. Norman Reedus, I think, was the main.
Death Stranding, something like that.
Death
Death,
Stranding. Yeah,
Death
I was
Stranding.
playing that, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Are you watching a movie?" I was like, "No, it's a fucking game."
Yes. Yes, I am.
But yeah, the cutscenes are like, and some of them look realistic and shit too. So
Yeah. Yeah. Like
fucking
Cooper.
Far Cry, they had Giancarlo Esposito on that shit. That shit was badass.
There's some good, Like, and it's like, how can you just not do that and make something good?
You'll make tons of fucking money. It's like they're allergic to money or something.
But I think it boils back to what you said in that it's like the people that make those decisions and have the control are people that have never actually fucking played it. They went, oh, it made how much? Green light. Let's make that a movie. And it's like, well, sir, we gotta not just we get it. Guy, jungle, run, gun. We've done it. We know it. We got it. And it's like, no, man,
Yeah.
you don't
Well,
get.
and they're probably like, oh, I just got this guy. I met him. He's a nice guy. I'll have him write it. And you got all these other executives that have to put they're putting an input in to justify their position in the company.
Yeah,
Like, oh, let's have it do this. Let's have them do that. And it's like, none of you fucks have ever
yeah.
touched the material. You shouldn't be saying a goddamn thing.
Yeah. It feels perfectly right. You can go to YouTube and look for the Metal Gear Solid 4. It's they just basically cut out the gameplay and it's just the
Just
cinematics and it's like a
cutscenes.
4 hour long movie that's incredible. I've watched it. It's really good. It's really, really good. It's captivating and you know, sometimes makes a little less sense because you're missing chunks of gameplay between two things, but it's still great. Best game movie of all time, Street Fighter. Come on now. Come on now.
uh,
You know what? Look,
Jean-Claude Van Damme in his
I
prime.
I was gonna say
Yes,
this. I was gonna
yes,
say
please.
this. People joke, but it does hold like a special place in my heart where I'm like, I do have fond memories of that movie. The same way I have fond memories of like Teenage Mutant Ninja
Fucking Mortal
Turtles,
Kombat, I
you
thought was better,
Mortal
but
Kombat. Where like if you really compare, again, that goes back to my point of like you don't have to be a slave to the source material if you just pay good homage to it. Street Fighter was not lore accurate. Mortal Kombat was not lore accurate, but
Super Mario Brothers, sir,
Super. Oh my God, Jesus
with
Christ!
what's his
With
name,
John
Bob?
Leguizamo and
Yeah,
what's the fucking
Bob something or other. I can't remember his
Bob?
last name.
Not Bob Phillips. No,
Uh,
Bob Costa. No, that's not.
yeah, I guess I keep going to too. No, he has like a
Bob
famous
Costa.
last name too.
Yeah. Oh
Uh,
man, fuck,
God
it'll hit
damn
me.
it.
Um,
Let's Google
anyway,
it.
but yeah, man, it like you could do a creative imagining, a telling of a thing as long as you like. I feel like with Mortal Kombat, with Street Fighter, like they tried. It was a silly, campy thing, and at those times, those games didn't really have narratives and backstories. Like nowadays, like a Street Fighter game has like a whole fucking canonical backstory and Mortal Kombat and all that have these
Well, it's
huge
targeted towards a more mature audience.
right.
And that's the way the movie people like it's a kids game. Kids play games. That's the mentality back then. So
Yeah,
they're gonna make it a kids movie.
yeah,
And that's what they fucking did.
yeah. I get you. That was Raul Julia's last film. Oh, Raul Julia's. Yeah, man,
Mm.
the fucking the guy that played M Bison, man, he died of cancer before like that movie came out, and they say he was like super sick during filming. Which, for those that like, that was fucking
Adams, wasn't it?
Adams. Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
Adams Family guy. That was fucking man. The '90s was a
The guy
weird
has a
fucking time.
storied fucking career. He's got like
The '90s
17
were a
Academy Awards,
weird
and
time.
everyone knows him as Adams and fucking
And
M.
fucking M
Bison.
Bison. Oh God.
That's like
Yes.
that. Oh, who
Yes.
was that guy?
Gomez
That,
Adams. Raul Julia. Julia.
yeah.
Yeah. I watched all three of the Ninja Turtle movies over the weekend. Dude, fucking say what you will. I loved the Ninja Turtles live action movie.
Oh, they
I
were great. I fucking
loved
liked
it.
them more than the new shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I just found out recently that the April O'Neil is the mom in Halloween Town. I was like,
Oh.
holy fuck. Actually, I found out when I was
Well,
supposed to
which
go to
one? Because
MegaCon.
there was two different April Neils. There was like the first movie one and then the second two movie one.
The red hair. I think it's the
The-
first one.
Yeah,
The
it's probably
first
the
one.
first one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was for when I was gonna go to MegaCon. And she had a picture of her as April O'Neil, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I
Yes, yes.
can't remember her name, but
Let me see. But no, it's one of those things where I don't know. Do we look at it with rose-colored glasses just because like we were kids, right? You know what I mean?
well, a little bit, but that's why you like movies and games because it's
True.
something you experienced and brought you some
At
kind
a
of joy
formative
or pain
age.
in life. Yeah.
So it's so funny. I was reading this article and it talked about age bias and how, let's take music for an example. If I asked you when was the best music made ever, like whatever music, and they had a chart for this, whatever music came out, and I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was like from like 13 to 24. Whatever music came out, you rated that as like this was the pinnacle of music. And the crazy thing is, it's this sliding scale that if you ask anyone who was born in a different year, like their pinnacle of music was that between 13 and 24. Because it's like before that, you really didn't care about music, and then you cared about music, and then you just stopped caring about music. But like, so for you, it's this moment in time of like, oh no, that's clearly the best music.
Well, and I think I read the same article too. They said like I think it's after 30 or once you
Something
hit
like
30,
that.
like you don't listen into any other music either. Like it's
Yeah.
that same shit. The rest you're not gonna like anything else
Yeah.
after that.
No, it's
And it's pretty
so
much true
true.
because that's where I'm fucking at.
And dude, something hit me hard the other day where they go, um, like when we were young, oldies were movies from like, or music was from music from like the 70s, right?
Yeah. Well, it was like Coast was like easy listening. It was like 70s, 80s, and today or
Yes.
whatever.
So, but my point is, for us growing up in the late 80s, early 90s, oldies were music from the 70s. Our music is older today than what the oldies were to us then, right?
Right.
Like that I was like, "Oh my god." You know, at that time we were only removed from oldies by like 15, 20 years tops. The music of our youth is like 30 years ago.
Yeah, right.
Like
You're like, what the fuck?
I was like, "Holy shit, our music is older than oldies." If that makes sense.
They
And
don't even play it anymore. I'll listen to
that
some shit
fucked me
and
up, bro.
I'm like, "You guys know this?" And they're like, "No." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Jesus Christ, get the hell out of here. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
It's
They used to play this on the radio all the time."
yeah. Bro, I was in the
I can turn it
car.
on right now and I go to the radio and it's like some shit I never heard of.
I was in the car with a younger family member, but they're still in their 20s, and I was like, I feel like we're kindred spirits, even though there's a whole grown ass adult in
Still
between
way
us.
off.
But like some Linkin Park came on there, and I was like, fuck yeah, and like we were bopping to it, and I'm like, all right, like they're digging it too, and I'm like, yeah, right, isn't this the greatest? They're like, yeah, who is this? And I went, wait, what? And she's like, yeah, I've never heard this before, but it's good. And I'm like, I started having like breathing hard. I'm like, you don't know
That's like 2000s.
who
So that's
Lincoln
only
Park
like
is?
25 years ago.
They're
Well, that would be when they were born, basically, I
still
guess.
releasing music.
You
I
can't
mean,
count that. That shit don't count. The fucking hot garbage. Get the fuck out of here.
oh man, Captain he says I heard Nirvana on the oldie station 10 years ago.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
still listen to that today.
Edward, that's my point. He says all music has been horseshit since 1990.
Yeah.
See, there's that age bias. There's like
Started to die it's died in 1995 and it
yep,
never fucking recovered.
never came back. But now
I
it's
listened to shit like even the fucking halftime. I was
yeah.
like, this is fucking rap. I was like, bring back fucking gangs, man. Let them fucking bring them back.
Bring back West Coast, East
We
Coast,
need some
man.
shit to talk about. I hate the mumble rap, is I guess what
Yeah,
they call it, but I
yeah.
don't know. This
That's
shit's
a
garbage.
whole yeah.
It's like they're not fighting, they don't nothing to fucking talk about.
Yes. Yes.
I was dissing people on Facebook. Like, okay.
Your TikToks was whack, bro.
You try to take away my TikToks.
Took my TikTok. It died with Tupac.
Yeah.
That's funny. Billy says, "Who's ready for Reacher season 3?" Yes. Let's get
Yes,
some.
sir.
I
Yes,
want to see
sir.
Reacher get his ass whooped. They brought in that big dude who's gonna fuck him up. That's gonna be
They
fun.
end up working together.
Oh, spoilers!
It's a fucking book. You
God,
can read it. You fucking.
who reads? Grandpa, who
Every,
reads?
talking about shit. Yeah, but I was buying a paper book and people were giving me shit about it. You could just get it on fucking Kindle. I'm like, fucking can't stare at a screen. It gives me a headache.
Easy, Grandpa. Are you wearing your bifocals?
I
Oh,
like
I
them.
got a
I
headache
like a
when I'm-
fucking paper book, like an old ass fucking man, and I gotta get a bookmark. Usually use toilet paper. That's where I do my
God.
reading.
Bookmark. What's wrong with you? Anyway,
Someone's got to keep Barnes and Noble in business. Fucking Amazon.
so it's
Amazon ain't got
you.
nothing else going for them. You know, fucking hey,
So
man, I
you're
gotta
the
buy the
one.
books.
Oh man, that's funny.
Remember
I
that?
still-
That'll make you feel old. Amazon's only used to sell books.
My God, that's so true. Well, yeah, and Netflix used to mail DVDs
Mail you,
to your
yeah.
house.
My kids just found that out not too long ago. They blew their fucking
Blow their
minds.
fucking minds.
I'd
yeah.
explain what the fucking DVD was. I'd explain what a VHS was.
What's this
because
coaster thing? Why is it so fucking shiny?
my daughter's in high school, one of them, and they can't stream stuff because the school blocks it or whatever.
Oh,
So
yeah.
and she's doing a film class. So the guy had asked for VHS or DVDs. And she's like, "What's a VHS?" And I was like, "Oh, back in my day,
God.
you had to rewind them, otherwise you got a fee."
You had to return them. You had to,
Yeah.
you had to physically manipulate
You
media.
had to
You
go
had
to a
hold-
store and you had to go there and you could use the movie, but only for a day.
I was like, how do
What?
libraries stay in business? That's what because like
They're not. Musk is in the USA.
no more books.
It's a
No more
front.
books.
It's a front for fucking the CIA.
That's where the homeless people take baths. That's everybody knows. That's what the library's for.
I know. I was wondering too. I'm like, what the fuck? And the library is fucking hopping. I go there sometimes if I don't want to buy a book, but they never have the books I want.
Yeah, they never have the good stuff. No, I feel
People
like
go
such
there
an
use
old
a
fuck
computer,
when
which I'm like, who the fuck still uses a computer?
I feel like such an old fogey when I say things like this, but like I remember being in school and going to the library to do like you had to research shit. You had to go.
Yeah, you gotta do a research paper and you gotta
pull
do
out
it on the
books.
internet, and you're like, fuck. Now I gotta walk 3 miles to the fucking library, and I gotta hope that one of the 2 computers is available when I get there. Otherwise, I gotta wait around the library all day. What a fucking asshole. Or you had to type it up on a fucking word processor. Jesus
God.
Christ.
I remember like having to go to the library
Rough.
and then hoping that the book that you needed was there.
Oh, that
And
too,
if you
yeah.
didn't, if it wasn't
Shit.
there, you just I guess I don't fucking I guess I get a failing grade on this then. I just fucking what do I
Like we
do?
got Where the Red Fern Grows, and they have 2 fucking copies, and I just sent 20 kids to the library. It's the only one in the area.
Good luck. The fucking Hunger Games of
You
homework
got 2
assignments.
weeks. You'd be like, well, it would be like a month. You got a
Yeah.
month to read this book, and you're like, it's 300 pages. I'm never gonna finish.
Never gonna get it, let alone finish. Susan says, I'm aggressively drunk tonight, doing deep shadow work. I can't play. Have fun. Oh, thank you. We will.
She's fucking
I had to use the Dewey
Doge.
Decimal
She's doing
System.
Doge. Okay.
She's shredding a lot of documents right now.
We're really busy right now. We're at the IRS, the Pentagon.
We spend all of our time watching Pop Culture Warrior.
What do you mean we blew our whole budget already? It's February. Why is there so much money spent on shredding trucks in February?
Weird. spring cleaning early. Tell a kid you used to have to dust off mouse balls and clean them. Yes.
Oh
Who
shit, yeah.
remembers taking the balls out of the mouse to, yeah.
Never forget cleaning a ball.
Never, you'll never forget cleaning mouse balls.
Yeah.
It's something that stays with you for a long, long time.
See,
Uh,
the good thing with this show is we start out low and we maintain that low. You know,
oh God.
this is what happens when you don't let us talk about Marvel for 2 hours.
We just go down the member berries. Remember that? Remember that one time?
You guys
Remember
want to
that
feel
thing?
old, fucking depressed? Come watch our show.
Be
Everyone's
fucking
singing their
depressed.
hip, like, let's watch these guys that got their, they're the hippest dudes around. We're all old as
Does your
fuck.
back hurt? Because my back hurts all
Fucking
the
killing me.
time.
I've been sitting here. Only got one pillow and on my usual two.
My back always hurts.
My massage chair went out.
Yes. Oh God.
I
Show
got my
them a three and
tens
a half
unit on.
floppy. I remember some kids saying like, "Why'd you 3D print the save button?" And I went, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, you 3D printed the save button. It was a floppy disk. They thought
Oh
I
my
had
fucking
3D
god.
printed the save button." And I'm like, it's a floppy disk. Ah, my brain. Ah, like
I had
an
to
aneurysm.
explain what that was. We went to Disney's Pop Century resort, and they had a giant one by the pool with a laptop. Yeah, it was a laptop, old last laptop, and and I had explained what a floppy disk was too. Like, what the fuck's that thing?
Oh God. Well, actually, so here's something. I know you're big
Save
into the
button. I never
yeah
thought of
yeah.
that. I
You're like,
never
why'd you
put them two
3D
together.
print the save button? And I was like, what the
What?
fuck
What are
are
you
you
talking
talking
about?
about?
I forgot that's what that is.
Yeah,
Jesus
the save button
Christ.
is always a fucking floppy disk. Yeah. Oh God, you really want to feel bad? Tell them, hey, mimic that you're making a call, like hand gesture. You're making a call. All right, all of us would go like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, kids nowadays they go like that's what
What?
they do the flat hand, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? Because they
Like,
don't
yes,
know.
this is a call.
They don't know
They're like, why is
receiver.
he telling me to hang loose?
It's like, oh God.
Okay, Grandpa.
Oh man. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
In their
s-
sayings, I watched some of those videos where
oh
they're
God.
like, oh, teenage slang, and
Skippity
I'm like, I
and
don't know what you're
Ohio
saying.
Riz, skippity toilet, fucking all
Giving me
that
a headache.
nonsense.
Trying to figure out what the meaning is, and I'm like, why am I wasting my time on this shit?
Yeah. Just let it. Just be old. Let's just be old. So you're a big Marvel Rivals player. Did you see the latest news that despite taking the world by storm, a bunch of oh my God, I cannot talk tonight. Marvel Rivals developers have been laid off. They took
Shit,
out like a
really?
whole department, including the game director was laid off.
What?
Yeah. And it's not like the game's going anywhere. In fact, they're, announcing more and more
I hope they
additions.
probably created all the shit already, and they got it stocked up for the year, and then they're gonna
Apparently
cancel it.
Elon Musk is coming for them next. I don't know. They started laying people off ahead of time. But yeah, man,
What else? I
it's
think that's the only game that studio has, isn't it?
I didn't
Uh,
even know that the company was called NetEase.
yeah.
NetEase. N E T
No,
E
they
A S E.
that's right. They have a thing with another game because you could sign up and you get tokens, and I was like, oh, they make that game too. Fuck. Um, damn it.
Oh God.
I gotta
Creed
Google
and
it.
Nickelback to headline the Summer of '99 and Beyond Festival.
That's going on. Yeah, that's big thing. Yeah. That's why everyone's like all those videos, whatever they're called, shorts. They're all like me lifting weights to Creed or whatever and shit, and it's like because they're on tour again.
Oh Jesus. Let's see what you guys got. I still have an
Mm.
8-track player and cartridges. I still have a Commodore 64.
I helped my neighbor is like 95 or something, 93. uh, with her car. Her battery died, and I helped her the other day. And she's like, "You want this?" And she gave me a case of fucking 8 tracks. I was like, "God damn it! What the fuck am I gonna do with this?" I was like, maybe they're worth money. And then I looked them up, and it's like you could buy 100 of them for $3.
Yeah, that's no, that's not worth
And
anything.
I always thought it was 8. I thought it was 8 tracks. It's 8 tracks because they can
Eight
only hold
tracks. Yeah,
8 tracks.
no, it's not A tracks.
Mm.
8 tracks.
Why is this internet not working?
A bit of Halo news. The director of marketing and operations for Concord, the biggest game flop of all time, joins Halo Studios as senior product marketing manager. That's that tracks. That tracks.
Hmm.
That tracks. Uh, we were still going down the Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
God, I love the
Wasn't
Oregon
they?
Trail.
Weren't they gonna do a show or something like that?
I mean, Oregon Trail's done. They've done the classics. They've done the rebranding. They've done like the
I think they are.
modern.
I think my storylines. No, they were gonna do like a movie or a show on it. I think that was one of my stories.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. How do they keep falling? How do they keep failing upwards? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's just how it goes. I did have one thing that we didn't touch on. Let me switch to it.
Well, you know what
This
they did? They did Dead by Daylight Mobile.
who
NetEase.
the Marvel Rivals guys?
Yeah, NetEase.
Huh? They did the mobile version. I don't know, but that's just a port, though. It's not like it's a different game. It's the same game. They just ported it over to mobile. So, hmm.
Yeah.
Here, let me show this picture. We have our first look at the next big thing from Christopher Nolan. Is his movie
Yeah,
Odysseus,
Odyssey, which is
Odyssey,
based off of Homer.
Odysseus,
Yeah.
Odysseus. That's what it looks like. I obviously I am not having a good night because I can't tell if it's supposed to be Odyssey or Odysseus or
Odysseus is the character that Matt Damon's playing. The movie's called Odyssey, which is based off of The Odyssey
got
by
it.
Homer.
Yes, you're right. I'm clearly not
Oh,
reading what it
yeah,
says.
that's the
Here's the
New York
first look
public
at
school system
Matt.
for him.
We were just talking about nobody reads anymore. The
What are you
first
talking about? The Greeks? Yeah, I know the Greeks down the road. They give me the
they
falafels.
go to you go to the Greek.
The
Yeah,
euros. They don't
you
want the
get
pizza.
the sarcophagus and the platypus.
His name's
Uh,
not Homer, it's Spiro.
it's it's Homer Simpson. The first look at Matt Damon as Odysseus in the movie Odyssey, directed by Christopher Nolan. So there's your first look.
It's
Uh,
just like,
Mad Mike spitting some knowledge tonight.
yeah.
Oh man,
Um,
love it, love it, love it, love it. But there you go. There's Matt
that's
Damon
good stuff, but
as
no
Odysseus.
one wants to see this. It's
Yeah,
like
who's
kids don't even read it in school anymore. It's been done a bunch of times. I wonder if the studio, like, he has to do a favor for the studio. It's usually how it is.
yeah,
Okay, well, you
they're
do your
contracted.
movies, but you got to give us something in return.
Yeah, they're
It's like
contracted.
it was Spy Kids 5 or The Odyssey, and he's like, I'll take The Odyssey.
Uh, it's funny to me because it's like there are these people that are like, cinema is art. And it's like, and they look down at things like Marvel movies and these things, which make money because people enjoy watching them. And then they'll be like, movies are dead when no one wants to see your fucking black and white silent picture. And it's like,
You say 2 lines the whole fucking
yeah,
movie.
it's like, dude, I mean, who, like,
It's like the people that like they do a sculpture and it's like a fucking banana taped to the wall or
to the wall,
something. And it's like
bro.
this is no one like fucking grow up, all right? No one wants to
There's
see that shit.
yes, the banana tape to the wall thing that sold like millions of dollars. And then the guy that bought it, the Japanese guy, just peeled it off the thing and then ate it, which God knows how long that banana's been there. But anyway, regardless of the point, I hope he dies for
No.
banana poisoning.
It's just one. He's just one up it. When you have billions of dollars, it's like you don't buy cars
You
or
just do
whatever.
shit.
That's what the
Yeah.
shit you do. Like,
But did you see that there was an artist who sold his. Oh my god, I would mess up the word he used, but it was like the. Oh god, what was it? Basically, he sold nothing. He sold
Yeah.
nothing. He said it was invisible, but he used the fancy term for like the absence of physical particles or whatever the fuck it was. He sold it for like $300,000. He sold the
Nothing.
idea of something for 300. Like
Fucking
it's the
stupid.
fucking just. This is why we're doomed. You know, shit on me for like
That why you
wanting to
do
go
the
see a
show? Because
Marvel
you're down
movie.
$300,000. I knew there was some reason
Because
why you're
nobody
like.
would buy my art. Do you not
You're
see
like,
the
fuck!
sculpture right
Guys, I
here?
bought it. It's a great deal. I got it for 300K.
It's tax write off. It's a tax write off. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna put it right here in
I'm gonna
front
be
of me.
doing this show for the Tim Meadows of fucking podcast.
Dude, yeah, whatever.
But
It's a whole thing.
those movies like Marvel and the movies that people go to see are what allow those fucking idiots to make those other movies that only win Academy Awards because they're the only people that fucking watch them. Right? Every time there's like, oh, this is a great movie, and you go, I watch them, and it's like, this is the stupidest shit I've ever fucking seen in my life. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I just wasted all my time, and I fucking hate you for it. That's why when people complain, like Quentin Tarantino and fucking who's Robert De Niro's butt buddy, fucking puts him in all his fucking
Oh yeah,
movies.
yeah.
The other director,
Scorsese.
Scorsese, they're all like, "Ooh, cinema's dead," and this and that. It's like,
Yeah.
you're just fucking
They're not
butthurt
real
because their
movies.
movies are making $500 million and everyone likes to see them, and your movie that you spent $1 million on only made $20 million,
Made 20
and the
bucks.
studio doesn't want to make your fucking movies anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like I can't shit on Quentin Tarantino because he does great shit, but it's like Scorsese, how many movies have you had that nobody fucking went to watch? It's like you do the same shit over. Nobody wants to see fucking De Niro's old ass anymore. Like, get the fuck out of here. Do something new. But
Man.
it's like you're biting the hand that feeds you. And it's always been like that. Like, you got your blockbuster fucking movies that everyone goes to see, and then you get your fucking other movies that win all these awards at all the festivals and all your fellow actors rave about, and they're stupid. Uh, it's fucking, I don't know.
It's true. It's true.
It's like art to you is not art to me.
It's very true. It's very true. There was a comment in here was from Insomniac. Speaking of selling nothing, did you see all the people selling Nvidia graphics card 5090s photos? A bunch of bots were buying them on Amazon. Yeah, so there was this great thing. So I
That's fucking awesome.
no, yeah. So there was
They
this.
hacked the AI.
No. So this is a true story. That obviously the whole thing is like graphics cards go on sale, people buy them all up, and like there are bots now that are programmed to just as soon as it drops, buy it, because they can sell it secondhand and make a mint. So Nvidia got slick to this, and so they really fucked with people because when they finally dropped the 5090s for pre-sale, like you would go, it said add to cart, and a warning would pop up saying, hey, this is not the actual product. Just letting you know you're not actually buying anything. Like, or you're buying like a picture of a 5090. And the reason they did that is because a normal human fucking being would see that and go, what the fuck? And then not spend $5,000 to buy the thing. But not bots. They're not smart enough. So a bunch of these, trolls and bots and scammers ended up buying hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of nothing. And now are stuck because they cannot return said
Right.
item.
And you can't complain because then you'll get in trouble because you're not supposed to do that.
Exactly. Because what are you going to do?
Good.
Return?
Fuck you, dicks.
You're only allowed to buy one. So A, how do you have 600 of them? And B, we gave you a very clear warning when you purchased it that said this is not the actual item. It is non-refundable. This is just a gag thing. If you bought it, that's
That's
on
I
you.
fucking like good on them.
Yep.
Fucking A.
Yep.
Like I love that shit. They should do that for everything. Tickets and everything. Tay Tay, her next fucking concert tour, do the same shit. Sell a bunch of fake things, stick these ass, make them broke so they can't fucking keep doing this shit.
Yep.
Driving up the market.
Imagine being a normal human being and still buying it. Like I could see if you were like fucking wasted. And you're like, oh my god, I'm so fucking
I'm
drunk.
reading this shit.
I'm so
It's
high
just-
right now that you're like, oh, my alert went off. They're on sale, and click, click, click. Like you might get one or two of those for sure, but you know,
90% of them are assholes. That's the virtual Jay and Silent Bob going to people's doors and kicking their asses.
That's right. Look at that. I love how you guys can still go strong with or without me. Thank you for your service and all that you do. That's what we're here for. We're just filling the dead air. Uh, no, this is just our hangout and goss. We're gonna just goss and do our little gossips. No, man, it. I
It's
don't know,
fucking
man. The world, the state of
It's full of
affairs.
fucking bullies, and it's about time some of these companies grew a pair and fucking, put them in
Yep.
their place.
I want to buy
Stick up
Nvidia
for the
stock
little guys.
just because they did that. Like I just want to buy stock in the company
I was gonna, and then it
because
crashed, and I was like,
yeah.
"Oh, hold on a little bit."
Yeah, but hey, what you buy the dip, baby. That's what you do. You buy the
Yeah, you
dip.
do. Yeah.
Crypto's
Still a
real
little out
down
of my price.
today. They went down big today. I wonder
They always go down and they come
yeah,
back.
but you got it. What else? Come on, ladies and gentlemen, give us something to talk about. We're gonna wrap up the show here soon. But what do you guys? What's on your minds? Tell us. What? Let me like. Here we go. I'll give you a prompt. What is something that we should be watching right now? Right? What's something you're watching, you're loving, you highly recommend. Different genres doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be pop culture-y. Did you see this new reality series like Extracted or something like that?
I saw the trailer. I wanted to watch it
I thought
because
it
in
looked
my
dumb.
family we're very fucking competitive, like you are. Your family isn't, but you are. Um,
Like we'll let it
And I have a
die.
solid thing on if we ever go on any game show, we go all or fucking
Yeah.
nothing. It's like
Yes.
deal or no deal. We fucking take no deals. Like everything you go to the max. I was
Yeah.
like, "You fucking extracted. I'm fucking leaving you all there.
You either
Don't
let me
worry,
die.
because even if a fucking bear eats you, I'll sue the network and I will get more money than I
Oh my
would have
god.
won
There you go.
anyway. It'll
Yes.
be Mad Mike's Fox Network or whatever.
But no, yeah. I thought it looked dumb. But then like I'm
Did you actually
reading
watch it?
articles and stuff and it's like it's like trending. It's like apparently super like people are super into it. So um
Well, because they advertise it a lot. Anything
yeah.
they advertise a lot, people watch.
Yeah, but uh
It was like the other one. Was it Special Ops or whatever? It's like that
man,
was
you know
big
what?
for like a
I
minute.
actually really enjoyed that one. Only because it was uh they were mean to celebrities and like the idea that they go through all of this and it's for nothing. You win no
Yeah.
prize, you win no money. You're just tortured for like however many days and
But it's
cold.
like not even hard shit. It's like the shit
Yeah.
we had to do. Like
Oh yeah, in basic training. Yeah.
it's like a watered down version of the shit we had to do. And they're all like, "Hey, I'm dying." And then we're
Yeah.
like, "You want to come on our show?" And they're like, "Fuck you." And we're like, "Yeah, bitch. You fucking couldn't do 10 push-ups. We don't want you on the show anyways."
Man,
Anyways, a
yeah,
little PTSD there.
Yeah.
No, one I saw that I wanted to watch that I thought was fucking a good concept was Bear Grylls has one, but I think it's British celebrities.
Yeah.
But they put him in the
It's like a
wild or whatever, and
competition. Yeah.
he like tracks them down and captures them or whatever.
Right.
That one looks pretty
Right.
fun.
Let's see. We got a couple people time. Yeah, there's a common side effects. That's one. Yep. Watching Mr. In Between on Hulu. That one's very good. Okay, Mr. In Between. Got to check that out. The Night Watchman. I've heard a lot of good about The Night Watchman.
Yeah, I watched the first episode. I
All
didn't watch it beyond that.
Old Gods of Appalachia. is a great podcast. Theories of the Third King put out great content too. Hmm. Yeah, check that out. Rephrase. What would you like to be made a series and by what company? There you go. That's another good prompt. Watch some old episodes of Munsters.
Yeah, right.
Classic goth wholesomeness.
Fucking Twilight Zone.
um, dude, they gotta come up with new episodes of Black Mirror. That was a good show. They got some good stuff in there.
I think that season just came out last year. Like, fucking A, man.
A new season really? Okay. It gave me such good vibes of like the old,
Twilight Zone. It's
Twilight Zone.
modern day Twilight
Yeah,
Zone.
and it tickled that part of my brain that I just love.
Isn't that Peel or Key? Don't one of them do that? Isn't that one of
So
their products? Or is he just directed?
Jordan Peele he executive produced a new season of Twilight Zone. It did not go well.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
was
none
the
of the new ones
narrator.
ever do well.
Yeah, he was the narrator and he was the executive producer. It didn't do well. It didn't do well. God, I don't know why this thought just popped into my head. Remember watching Unsolved Mysteries?
Yeah.
The music, and then the dude in the trench coat, and he's like, "Walk with me as we discuss June 7th, 1989." And you're just like,
Number
"What the
one,
fuck?"
number two, no, was his number one, number two? He's from fucking Star Trek, Next Generation.
Okay, you're thinking of
Oh, Beyond Belief. I was
Beyond
thinking of
Belief.
Beyond
Yeah, it's like,
Belief.
is
Fact
it
or
real? Is
fiction?
this story? Is it real?
That
Or
show was
not?
the shit.
It turns out it was all bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Fuck.
about Unsolved Mysteries, where it's like fucking people
That was with
disappeared and
John
shit.
Walsh, wasn't it?
John Walsh, yes.
Yeah,
Like,
where his fucking kid
the
got kidnapped.
story-
That was down here in Florida
yeah,
too, at
the
Sears.
story of Jessica Chastain, and she's like
That
she's
shit
fucking-
was scary. I can't believe they put that on. I wasn't
was
go to bed like,
awesome.
holy fuck.
God, that was awesome.
Because it always ended in like they're still on the loose. It's like he murdered 17 people and raped their bodies. And
they're like, and if you live in the Colorado area, keep your eyes peeled. And you're like, what the fuck?
And it's
What?
like cuts off, and you're like, fuck, that's a whole state. You narrow it down a little more. Fuck, I live in Florida. It's like fucking Florida, Wisconsin, like where all the serial killers come from. Like,
and if
holy
you
shit,
live in the
you live
United
Florida.
States,
It's like,
keep
fuck.
your eyes open. Like, what?
Yeah.
This is only broadcast in the U.S. Oh God.
Right? It's not. People in other countries are like, this is stupid. Well,
So
okay.
stupid. Oh man. Let's see. Scott says I've been watching hockey. There's the Four Nations tournament right now. I've heard a
That
lot
shit was
about that.
fucking awesome. They were
Heard a lot.
beating the fuck out of each other.
I heard Canada
froze
got
my
the
meat.
ass handed to them by USA. USA.
Our whole team's
USA.
injured because they're beating the shit out of people. Hockey's the best sport ever. I fucking
That's
love
awesome.
hockey. It's
Hockey's
the only
good.
real sport anymore. It's fucking phenomenal.
Watch a ton of different weekly YouTube shows. Hey man, wherever you get content, it's content, dude. I did something that I never thought I'd do. It is years ago. First, I had like every game system, so I had whatever the Nintendo was, I had it. Whatever the Sony was, I had it. Whatever the Xbox was, had it. And then I, over time, started shrinking down to where now I just have the Xbox for me, and then like I have the Nintendo Switch for the kid, just so he can play. And recently,
You bought that shit for yourself, you fucking dumbass.
Shut up, fuck you. You don't know me. It's for when I travel. Shut up. It's for my kid. It's for my kid. And when I
The
travel.
less I'm away, then it's for me.
The less I'm away, then it's mine. Just because I bought it when he was 3 doesn't mean it wasn't for him, okay? Jeez, I was future proofing. No, and so recently, like I had all the channels, all the streaming services, and all because being pop culture, you got to see everything. And I finally was like, you know what? I don't watch half this shit. And I literally cut, I want to say like everything. I cut it down to like the major streaming platforms, like your Netflix, your Disney Plus, Hulu, but they're all kind of connected now. And whatever. And I only have like the basic channel. I have like Fox and like whatever the CW is now. I don't know. But like I just because it's like it's just a ton of money, and I'm not watching anything on there. So
You can literally like what I do is if they have something I want to watch, then I pick it up for a month. I wait till it all comes out,
right, yeah, the whole series,
and
yeah.
then I pick it up for a month. That's what I'm gonna do with Showtime for Dexter.
Hmm.
Pick it up for a month, watch it all, and then cancel that bitch. And I only paid $5.
Yeah, I cut the HBO Max because I'm like I don't really watch it that much, and I know like I wanted like the Creature Commandos and stuff like that that's gonna come out. I'm like, I'll just wait a year for all that stuff to be available. Then, like you
Yeah,
said, pick it up for a
buy it
month,
for a month, and then
watch
just cancel that
everything,
bitch.
and then be done. You know,
And
and
they
like fuck it.
literally haven't. It's on Disney Bundle. You can get it
Yeah,
now. I think it's like it's 10 or $12 or something, or with ads, it's like $8. You can add it on to your Disney bundle. It's like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. And I think Amazon does it too now too, where you can add
Yeah,
the
everything.
connections to their whatever for like whatever the month is, whatever.
I get them. Well, I pay for a lot of them, which I'm going to do the same thing, like
Oh,
purge them. But the
John
phone
Walsh.
companies, some of them have them for free or whatever,
That's
where you can
true.
get them.
John Walsh was America's Most Wanted. What's the one I'm thinking?
He
Who
did
hosted?
Unsolved Mysteries
Did
also.
he do? Yeah, he did both,
Yeah, he was
right?
the voice. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, just to make sure. Who hosted Unsolved Mysteries? Raymond Burr hosted the pilot episode of Unsolved Mysteries in 1987. Robert Stack was the full-time host from
Robert Stack.
1988 until the show's end in 2010. That show
Jesus
went on
Christ, it ran
to
until
2010.
2010?
Jesus Christ.
I think I was traumatized. I stopped watching it after like 96.
Uh, Raymond Burr. Raymond Burr hosted the pilot, and
Does
then it
he
was
look
Robert
like him? Why
Stack.
would I think
Yeah,
that?
Robert Stack definitely looks like fucking what's his name? Bill
That's what it
Walsh.
was.
Whatever his name was.
Joe Walsh, the guitarist for the Eagles.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. Yeah, dude, that fucking man, Raymond Burr.
Wow.
No, not Raymond Burr. Robert Stack. God. Mm, I
Fucking
do.
people had good names back then too. Man, look at that. Robert Stack.
Robert Stack, yeah, Robert Stack.
Who got names like that no more?
Didn't Dean Kane do one of the shows? Yeah, Dean Kane hosted the. Oh, what was it called? I'm gonna find it now.
Yeah, I watched that one too.
Dean Kane, uh, mystery show. I don't know what was the name of it. Ripley's Believe It or Not. He did
Ripley.
Ripley's Believe It or Not. That's the one he hosted. It's like, did you believe it or not?
Yeah.
That was the one he hosted. What was the one that was hosted by fucking number two? God.
Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction.
Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. That's the one. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, man. They need to bring back these shows. These shows are fucking
They
good,
had
man.
like History Channel had Mysteries at the Museum. Uh, that's a pretty good one. I don't know if it's still on. I was watching that when I was in the hospital. I had watched it when it was on, but
This
probably have
is
to get a
good.
stream.
It's out here. It says, wait, y'all don't share accounts with the other WTF Nation members? Y'all should have like a family plan where each creative
No,
person plays for one. No,
no,
we don't
wait,
do that.
not for Elon. You
Nice
ain't getting
try,
up.
Elon.
Get
We
out of here,
got you.
dog.
We dodged that one.
Can't even
It's
afford a
like,
D.
so, oh, here's a good question. Do you think technology has helped reduce the amount of unsolved mysteries and crimes, and those shows died from a lack of content?
No, eh,
I,
people don't
I,
know how to use technology.
well,
It's
I
just
do
people
think
don't watch it anymore.
so. To be fair, I do think a little bit yes, because so like I was just watching this crime update on, I don't know if you saw this, that like Joe Burrow's house got robbed while he was playing. It's like a Monday night, his house gets robbed, whatever. The police were able to capture these guys by, they're obviously surveillance footage of, whatever. They got like enough, and then they got like a license plate. And then like people don't realize on the highway there are license plate scanners every so often, and they're not used for like speeding or anything like that. They're just tracking vehicles all the time. And so these guys were found like 3 states away because they just kept pinging those license plate readers until the police were able to fucking catch up to where they were and got them. And it's like, I think shit like that is why you see a lot less unsolved mysteries because, like, between CCTV footage and camera footage and like you're like
No,
oh,
you
he
can
said
go
he
off
wasn't there.
CCTV footage because that shit's still in 420. It's like my phone shoots
it's,
in 4K, but
it's in the
your
Nintendo
fucking
64
camera, like
graphics.
in the ATM or in your bank, is still on VHS. Like
It's
you got fucking reel to
crazy
reel
that a satellite from space can take a high resolution image of your house,
of a
but
fucking planet like light years away. Like I could
but
see
the,
fucking Pluto.
but the
You
camera
know,
you're
I could see
looking at
some
is
alien
like
give me the finger on Pluto, but an ATM machine where I'm getting mugged and the thing's 6 inches from my face and you can't see a
it's all
goddamn
grainy
thing.
as fuck.
Anyone have seen this person? That's when the guy shot the United Healthcare and they got all these footage, and I'm like, no one knows what the fuck that is. It's just a guy wearing clothes. Like, what the
Oh
fuck?
man. Oh
Can we get
god.
some fucking night vision, some flash on these cameras, some shit.
Dude, sorry. So total sidetrack, but Captain Wayne, yes. MXC or Takashi's Castle. Do you remember that show? It was like I don't even know how to describe this. It was a dubbing of an actual old like Japanese game show where people ran like obstacle courses and the host was moving
Oh
forward. But
yes.
American versions where they like redubbed it to say the craziest shit
Yes,
that
that
made
was the
no sense.
best fucking show ever.
Oh
That's
my!
what it was called?
It was
I
called
never knew what it was
MXC.
called.
It's called
I would always
MXC.
stumble upon it on TV, and I'm like, this
Yeah.
is the fucking best show
And he's like,
ever.
"Oh, here comes Takashi Tacoma, and he really loves his granddaughter." And then we were
Look,
like, "Yatta!" And then they were like running
yeah.
across, and like, "Oh, the boulder crushed his face." Well, I guess he's dead now. And it's like,
Yeah,
it was. Oh man, that show was awesome,
that was the
awesome,
best.
awesome, awesome. Yeah. Um, I can zoom in on Google Earth and see my gray hair. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Oh man. Yep, 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 yep. A thousand
Imagine
ways to
being the guy
die
that
on
like
Spike.
installs that
Yes.
stuff. Like you're like, hey, I got this great surveillance system for you. You'll never need to replace it in 100 years. It's the best. It's really, really great technology. It's the best stuff on
It's the
earth.
best
And the bank's like, yeah, the
technology.
guy said it was good for 100 years.
100 years from the 1800s, maybe. Oh man, it goes back 100 years. Yeah, A Thousand Ways to Die on Spike TV was awesome. That was awesome. I loved it because anytime you can see people it's just stupid. Oh god, it's like this guy sucked the helium from a fucking hot air balloon out of with a garden hose, and then he fucking died. And it's like, no shit, like
What?
idiot,
Eat
fucking
a
dummy.
hundred, shoved 100 Tide Pods in his asshole.
They all exploded. They died. No, no, yeah, the technology thing though, it definitely is interesting that you know, I think the biggest thing too to finish that point was that just cell phones in general and the fact that like we are so programmed to have our phone with us and it is just a literal pinpoint of where you are at all times. You
It's a
know,
micron. You can listen in.
it
All kinds
it
of shit.
it's
People don't know.
you can't get away with shit now. Where you're like, because in the old days it was like, what were you doing Saturday at? Like, I don't know, man. I was at the bank or I was at the who knows where they were. And it's like
Yeah.
now they're just like, well, based on this cell phone tower that
Yeah,
says you
we
were
got you running over there, the same location,
we
next to
got
the
you.
dude that is dead now.
We can see your ping hitting his ping repeatedly
Yeah,
over
it
and
was going up
over
and down in a stabbing motion.
in a very violent motion. Oh
Shit, I knew I
god.
shouldn't have held my phone in the other hand.
This is fucking your circle goes back and forth, and we have a guy who was ran over 37 times. So I don't know why your little location was going back and forth over his circle, but
Oh, what was my phone? I don't know. New phone, who this?
yeah,
Like, what?
man,
That's
I
not
don't know
gonna
what
work.
phones be doing. I don't when I'm not with my phone. I don't know what my phone's doing.
I don't got no
Oh
phone.
man. The actual King Smith says, "Have you hit the like button recently? Do it now." Yes. Yes. You know, I hate the whole fucking like, guys, if please, hit the like and share and subscribe, because it helps with the algorithm and all that stuff. Like, if you
That
like the
shit's
stuff, hit the like.
so fucking
Yeah.
early 2020s. We're too
Yeah.
hip for that. All
If
right.
you like what we're doing, keep watching.
Talk
There you
shit
go.
about CQ in the chats. That's what you
Yes.
do.
That's what you do. Just talk shit about us.
You know what? I just thought of a fucked up. I don't know if you used to have to rent it. VHS
Horse.
tapes. Faces of Death. Did you ever watch that shit? Talk
Faces
about
of
fucking
Death.
traumatic. I
That's
watched one where
some
the dude
shit.
had fucking elephantitis of his balls. He just was looking at my ball. You ever seen that one? The dude, like, had a wheelbarrow and two dudes pushed his nuts. They were so big, and then he had to get driven around in a back of a flatbed box truck.
The idea of
It
Faces of
scarred me
Death,
for life.
but because when I think Faces of Death, I think people dying, and like, so when you go the guy with the huge nuts, I'm like, what did he do with that? Like, did he crush somebody?
And then he crushed somebody, suffocated him to death. Yeah.
Severed
No,
this
I
guy's
just
face
remember
and
that. I
suffocated
was
him.
like, what the fuck are we watching?
Oh
And I was
yeah,
hooked ever since
dude,
then. And it
Faces of
shows a bunch of
Death.
morbid shit after that.
Oh man, the only one that jumps to mind is so graphic, was like the guy walking behind the helicopter, and then you just see his
Oh,
face just
yeah.
mist, and you're just like, "Ugh."
Why did I rent this?
Why did I watch this? Yeah,
I rented it. We got to watch the whole thing.
yeah. Haven't we reached 100 comments? Where's the badge? Right? Where's my? You've reached 100 comments badge. Yeah, Faces of Death. I like this cat the way he said it got copied so many times, like it would be all grainy and shit on the
Yeah.
VHS. Yes. Oh man. Scarred for Life. Y'all need to check out Dirty Sanchez. It's a jackass movie with the weird British guys. Man, I heard about that. I heard about that. That was hardcore.
I think that was fucking previous to Jackass was what's the Bam Margera's thing? CKY or
Yeah,
whatever.
CKY.
It would
But
do all
there was
stupid shit on there.
yeah, and then there was like a Norwegian one too, like where these kids from like Norwegian was doing it. Norwegia. Those kids from
Yeah,
Norwegia.
got it.
I'm so worldly.
It's class here. I told you we start out low, we stay low. We don't fucking
You guys been to Norwegia, right? Norwegia?
you don't come here to learn. We ain't learning over here.
I'm Norwegian. Wild boys, yeah.
I am
Oh
from
man.
Norway.
All right. I
We're
think
good.
we've hit the hammer on the head pretty hard tonight. What do we got coming up? Couple things, lots of shows. It's coming up on convention season, so we'll be out at a couple conventions. Dude, I was thinking, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's I'm still trying to determine if it's worth it, but there is the like World Toy Fair happening in New York City, and we got invited out, and the reason I kind of think I want to go is not necessarily for the toys, although there are some killer collectibles that are there, but there's also a large contingent of it that's like board games, card games, things like that, and I feel like it'd be a really good opportunity to network in that realm. So I'm thinking about it, but like I would literally like take the train up early Saturday morning, go check it out, and then take like the train back, which is it's a long day. It's a long day. But we got like
That's your other thing, so it might be worth it. I don't know. You can get
yeah.
Hello Kitty too or something. I don't know.
The sequel, Hello Kitty, the sequel.
I got this shit ain't even out yet. It's fucking
The
hand drawn
revenge, Hello
cards.
Kitty's revenge. This one's dark as fuck, bro. Hello Kitty's
It's all in
revenge.
black and white.
She's all gothed out. No, so there's that, but there's also like awesome obviously San Diego Comic Con's coming up this year. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be
Huge.
huge.
Huge, big things, really great people.
Big things. Hopefully, the San Diego hasn't burnt down by the time we get there, but huge, big things.
Probably coming. I don't know. We'll see.
um,
We'll work on our impressions, maybe.
we will-
Probably not. The guys just sound retarded. They will do the same stupid impression. And then they laugh at it.
They
Oh,
make stupid
God.
jokes only for them and then laugh at them. Oh God, nobody else is laughing. Micro Machines needs to come back, man. Micro Machines, those were just a hazard. I thought they were awesome, but like they're this big. I can't
Yeah,
imagine how many kids
they're just
swallowed
moving
those.
Legos. It's fucking a moving Lego.
It's a Lego with wheels. Yeah, I remember Micro Machines. Those were the shit. Those were the shits. Same thing with like the
Remember
Polly
Vin
Pockets.
Diesel advertised that other one, like the Dino car
Oh,
ones. or
the
whatever.
shark drive, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, stupid
Mean
shit.
Machines or whatever it was. Street Rage or I don't know, some nonsense.
Whatever. It's on the internet.
But yeah, so we got San Diego coming up. Interviews are coming. I had to put a pause on all that just out of respect for, again, a lot of the people that we talk to are out in Hollywood, and you know Hollywood was on fire for a couple weeks. So
Now
hey,
it's
Corey.
underwater.
And now it's underwater. So out of respect for the the people, we wanted to give them time to get their houses in order and their shit in order. So, but they'll be coming up soon. I do have March 2nd. Let me double check. March 4th, 2 weeks from today. A good friend of mine, Dwayne White. He's an Army veteran who's a comedian, a traveling comedian. Really, really funny guy. His first ever hour-long special is coming out. And so it's a really big deal. So I'm going to have him on the show. We'll talk about comedy. We'll talk about lots of fun stuff. And highly encourage you guys to check out his 1 hour comedy special. I think it's, oh man, fuck. I already forgot the name. I'm such a bad friend. And with a name like Dwayne White, you would expect some big buff black guy, but it's actually a white dude, and he's very funny. What's his comedy special? A Boy Named Shannon is the name of the special. A Boy Named Shannon, and it's gonna be great. I'm very excited for him. So yeah, we'll have him on the show.
You could turn down the brightness of that. Just fucking gonna get a sunburn. You turn on that thing and I was like, holy shit, I could see him. Like hurt my eyes.
My face is melting.
Why is you're gonna go back to bed and your wife's gonna be like, why is her face all red?
Why are you burned?
You get a sunburn?
Captain Wayne says, make sure you get some clips if you go. You're probably talking about the World Fair. The other reason I wanted to go to that, and this is gonna sound, who knows, it is not a public event. Unlike something like New York Comic Con where you can just buy tickets to go, this is an invite only kind of thing. It's a literal corporate event. It's a thing for companies and influencers,
that's cool.
content, whatever.
They have the fishing one of those, and they always do it down here, but
yeah,
I'm not in the industry.
Here also, this is not an airport. Hey, first time being in here, but been in the group for years. Hey, welcome, Blake. Thanks for joining in. I mean, we're wrapping things up. We're winding things down. But
as soon as CQ shuts his fucking mouth and tells everyone about the other shows.
First of all,
wrap it up, B.
I will fucking talk for as long as I goddamn well please.
All right. Well,
okay?
I'm gonna go to bed, so I'll see you guys.
This is this guy. He gets to do what he wants.
2 seconds from just hanging up right now.
I can make you go. I can push the button, make you go away.
You're just doing me a favor.
Threaten me with a good time. All right, real quick, let's do the showcase roundup here at WTF Nation Radio. Sundays, the sports bars, King and Coach giving you all your sports news. Monday edition on the aptly named Monday Night Show, where you get your discussion, your news, your commentary, all the things happening around the world. Tuesdays, right here with me, Pop Culture Warrior, CQ, and him sometimes, Mad Mike. Well,
Pop Culture Warrior 1.0.
Pop Culture Warrior with Mad Mike and sometimes CQ. Wednesdays, you got the Smoke Pit with Radar and TZ. That's for, it's where you just kind of hang out, shoot the shit. It's fun. It's a good time. They talk about all
It
types
was
of
like
random
we
shit.
did today. That's what they do.
Billy says, the host says, wrap it up, CQ, wrap it up. Man. Thursday, Sergeant's Time with Ice and Spanky. That's for that's the military. If you want to talk about military shit, that's where you go. It's Thursdays. That's your military show. That's all your military. I left that shit years ago. I'm out. I'm done. I don't worry about that shit anymore. But they do a good job wrapping it all up. Every other Friday is FTX, Friday Night Tabletop Exercise, with me and the gang as we play board games and card
Bang
games.
each other. I mean, play games.
Yes, we drink, we have a good time, we are merry, it's fun. And then Saturdays, closing out the week, Wednesday, weekend co-ops.
Wait, what? Saturday, Wednesday?
Weekend
We close out
co-ops.
the week with Saturday, Wednesday. It's a new day
with
we
Wednesday,
invented.
Saturday co-ops.
We made our own day.
Co-ops. We're all over the place. With Nemo, he plays online games and usually brings us in or co-ops with some other people or the WTF Nation gaming crew or all types of people.
He's going to convention too.
Yes, he's
Right?
going to PAX East and BlizzCon, I believe, are the two he's going to. So we're out there, man. We're all over the place. We're out there. We're doing it. We're out and about. It's a lot of fun. But we have interviews coming. We have more shows coming. We have giveaways coming.
Is Smith going to be in on Sunday, or is he going to use his own studio? Did he reserve the space? You need to have like a board where you reserve the space or some online page.
There's an app. There's a Google Doc form that you know.
I see random people like in your studio, like doing their podcast or like
You're gonna be like scrolling,
fucking
scrolling
hobo
like,
or whatever.
wait a minute. You know how the old thing where you're like, you go to an Airbnb and you're like, I've seen this place before. It was in a porno.
Yeah.
This was in a porno.
If only you worked in an office, I would totally like make arrangements for that.
Oh God! One of these days you're gonna see a porno and be like, that looks awfully familiar. What is that person doing with that lightsaber? Oh my God!
Oh Jesus!
Jesus.
She's gonna come in like, why does it smell weird in here?
It smells like a Diddy party in here. What is going on?
Smells so familiar, like my
man.
childhood.
It says y'all need to find the people who make the knockoff GI Joe with the official U.S. Army logo, and smack them. Those toys suck.
It's
CQ hasn't been
Walmart.
here
It's
because
called
of my
Walmart.
convention.
Just don't shop there.
Oh, you guys are funny. You guys are funny. You're so funny. God, you're so funny.
Always making fun of your logo, God.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I think that's everything. New merch is coming in. The new table's coming in, which I'm super excited about. So tune into the next FTX.
Did you
You'll be able to
port
see
everything
that.
over yet or no?
Oh, to the new site. Yeah. So real quick, I've had this website, PCWgear.com, and I'm just really fucking annoyed at these people because like anytime I make something, I always field test it. I order my own merch to make sure that it's good quality. I'm not trying to make people waste their money for bad shit. So this company I've been working with for like 2 or 3 years at this point, just suddenly they're not doing a good job. And I ordered a bunch of stuff because I made some new stuff and I wanted to order it to test it out. And like this should only take 4 or 5 days to print and then be shipped out. Like a month goes by and I'm emailing them, they're not responding, and it's a whole back and forth, and then they finally respond, and then they're like, well, we're sorry, we're having delays, but like we'll refund your shipping. So I'm like, all right, that's something, that's nice. And but it's gonna be any day now and whatever. And it's been like another month, and I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like, yeah, we're still having. I'm like, no, you don't, no, you can't be that behind that 2 months in you're still not no. So I was like, so I tried a different company and it's already shipped. Like I literally I submitted the stuff, it was up and running, and then and it's so it'll be here any day now. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. So if you want to get some really cool PCW merch. Lots of options as far as what you can get. I think it's, let me see, it's T Public, right? Which is the one I'm using right now. tpublic.com. And then you just search for Pop Culture Warrior. And we have a bunch of designs. You know what? Hold on. Let me see. I can probably pull this up so you guys can see it yourselves. Let's see. Where did you go? Come back. Come back. Internet. Let's see. Yep, that's not gonna work. Let's try this. Properties. Where are you? There it is. Okay. Sorry. Let me take off the camera so y'all can see this. So this is our tpublic.com, teepublic.com/pop culture warrior. And we've got the traditional pop culture. They're running a sale. You can get stuff for $17. Come on. This is great. If you like the Pop Culture Warrior stuff, we got a bunch of the FTX stuff, like the victory is earned, never given. And the little shield says, was it? I think it's like Victory soon specula or something like that, which is like to the victor go the spoils. But you can literally get it in any freaking color you want. It doesn't matter. Whatever color you want, you can get it. Male or female fit. And then you can do the style. You can do tri-blends, premium, V-neck, vintage wash, active.
Tri-blends is where it's at.
Tri-blends, yeah, like the tri-blend. So you go like tri-blend, which is the extra soft. And that limits the colors to somewhat, but you can get like your little black victories earned, never given FTX shirt. And then you just add it to the cart. And then I think it's like right now they're doing 35% off, and I think it's free shipping over like $80, I want to say, something like that. So you can get like 5 shirts and it's free shipping. I still got the sorry about it, the radar rants. I got to get Mad Mike. I'm waiting for some Mad Mike designs. He's supposed to give me some design ideas, and then we'll get some Mad Mike merch. But some of my new favorite ones are like this one, the Live, Laugh, Flip the Table. That's a fun one. Live, laugh. Instead of live, laugh, love, it's live, laugh, flip the table. Come on, it's classy. This is the newest design that I just did, which is the roll for glory, with the little warning sign. I like that. That's maybe happy. The let's play a game, FTX. The I game, therefore I am better than you. Come on, these are great. These are great. Love them. But anyway, so yeah, there you go. You can go to tpublic, teepublic.com/pop culture warrior. And yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. I'm not funny. Let's see. Can you post the link in the comments? Oh, that's a good one. I didn't think to do that. I guess I could. Let's see.
Yeah, how about you work the technologies, Grandpa?
let's see if it works. I don't know. tpublic.
You got to send him a fax. He'll send you a fax.
I'll send you a telegram. Mad Pop Culture Warrior. Let's see if that. I don't know if that'll work, but let's see. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't.
Can you put a link in the chat? How to say you work from home without saying you work from home?
Let's see. Put that there and see if that works. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see if people can see it or not. Did that one. So yeah. So I think that about wraps it up. Also, we have a Patreon if you want to be one of the cool kids. Patreon bonuses and things are going to be coming soon.
We'll be doing more with that.
Yes, we are going to be doing more of that very soon. I have a surprise for the FTX crew that will also go out to Patreon members as well. You'll see that soon. Susan says, I'm a nerd. Yes, you are. Yeah, so that's everything. Thank you all, as always, for hanging out with us. Lots more in store. Super excited for the rest of this year because we got some really cool surprises. And there's one thing in particular that I've been working for a couple weeks now that, if this comes to fruition, could be it's like one of those moments where everything changes. Like we joked about how like Amazon selling more than just books, and Netflix when they started streaming on top of the DVD mailers, like if this works the way it is in my head, WTF Nation Radio goes like
To the radio.
yes,
Boom.
we're we're gonna be broadcasting on shortwave radio and ham radios.
Yeah.
Truckers can now
Pirate
tune in.
radio, it's coming, all right? If you're in the Oklahoma City area
If
within
you're
a
if you're a
2.2
trucker in
mile
the
radius,
DMV radio, you're gonna be picking
big
up the
things are
signal.
coming your way.
Live from the back of my semi.
You
This
can try
is
to
WTF.
you can try to be cutting edge and serious with me on. I'm gonna shit on that.
All right, y'all. We appreciate you. Mad Mike, any final thoughts before we let the people we release the people?
No, that was a good first episode for the year. Keep up the good work. Maybe we'll have more in it for you.
Will I be
Next week it'll
co-hosting
be
with
either
you?
me or it'll either be him, but not both of us probably. He's fulfilled his contractual obligation.
Will I be co-hosting with you next week? Are you gonna announce that now? Am I allowed to co-host?
I might let you back on. I don't know. Depends on if Angry Elf is busy or not.
All right, guys. Hey, appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. Love you lots. We'll see you guys next week. Take it easy. Shots.
That's it.